flip that switch. We're coming for that top spot.
If I ever had a chance to be a friend to somebody, because you don't need 20 friends, you just need 3 motherfuckers and you can take over a country. Okay, that's what we're confused as Americans. We think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers and you're finished. You understand me? You're fucking finished because we got each other.
Are born to ride, men like him live out long.
Ready, we ready, we ready for y'all. We ready, we ready, we ready for y'all.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
Cheers, gentlemen. Cheers, gentlemen. Cheers.
Cheers. Put them up.
Cheers. Put 'em up. Welcome to Coffee Time. Live community chat. We talk XRP, talk Red Pill, talk whatever you want. You can join too. Let's go. How we doing, everyone?
Look at Silver go. Ooh-wee.
Bro, Zerp straight went from like 210, 220 to like 282, 291 or some shit in like a week.
Yeah,
bro. If that kind of action happened back in the 50 cent days and shit, like it did actually. It went from fucking 50 to 340, but at the end of the day, 370 or something like that, didn't it tap? But
you know why?
What?
11 days.
That
Korea?
big beautiful bill.
Korea?
Yeah, it did that. It did that in 11 days.
The big beautiful bill, bro.
The 3 something, bro.
And what's fucking crazy is that
Hall's
we know that
balls.
this Hall's balls. Let's go, Silver Days. Shout out to the chat. We love you guys. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy coffee time.
Yeah, good morning. I've been awake
The
for
meek.
so long. I forgot that we were just other people waking up.
It's still morning.
It's still morning.
The meek's about to inherit the earth, bro. Get ready.
Oh, dude.
Clear as day.
Let's go.
XRP or fail. It's that simple. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
What those that are first will be last. Those that are last will be first. Cool kids. You better get your meek on. You're running out of time.
Get your meek on.
You better get your meek on, man. Oh,
And
what
we
did he
shall
say?
inherit the earth. Let's go.
Shall inherit the earth.
I'm gonna inherit the universe.
Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Oh,
whole
it's
universe
about to
is
go
ours.
down, fool. You can feel it. It's coming, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$10
Well, tomorrow
XRP.
Tomorrow,
the
Mark,
Epstein stuff.
Bro,
the Epstein
tomorrow-
stuff is getting juicy.
bro, the Epstein's getting juicy, but it's a mad distraction because tomorrow marks the first fucking day of crypto week. But here's the
nice.
kicker. So we had a whole conversation with Ellie, and so this is what I was curious about: is what involved the what was in the big beautiful bill? Because if it seems like what they're talking about is that the Clarity Act, the Stablecoin Act, the whatever fuck act. I thought all that was shit was signed on the 4th with the big beautiful bill. Was it not? Am I like, what's going on here?
No, it still has to pass. Like, I think I passed like the House or something like that,
I think it already did though. Wasn't
Or
that what we
Senate.
were rooting for?
or it has to pass Senate or something like that.
So there's other shits that need to be like signed and passed this week. What are they going to do this week?
Yeah,
That's what I'm curious
we have.
of. What the fuck is happening?
We gotta have check. We have checks and balances. It's still don't pass shit. So,
bro,
Marvin.
Oh, Marvin Davis.
Marvin Berry.
Marvin.
What's up, Marvin Davis?
What's up, Marvin Berry?
We got all the homies in here, bro. 140 watching and
What's
rising.
up, Chris?
Where's
and
Chris?
rising.
Where's Chris Punks at?
Chris wants to know his latest with Papa. Oh, we got some juicy stuff for that one. We'll share with you later.
Damn, you guys notice the bar on the bottom has changed, like the icons and shit?
Yeah,
StreamYard's trying to be all cool.
I thought I did something. I thought I hid the old bar or something. But
Nah, they're upgrading. They're improving.
Look, you can add the comments to the stage.
Yeah, but they're not big enough, dude.
we got an XRP address
It's still dope.
for Papa, man. We're starting today. We're gonna get his XRPs back.
Ooh-wee.
Whoever can, man. Because we got love for Papa, man.
Hell yeah.
I dropped the baby gates, guys. So if you guys want to come join us, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Come join. See, when you have the comment section right there, it makes the more legit because we actually have people commenting. It shows everyone else that watches the playback that we do actually interact with other people.
Did you say Mick more legit? Is that like a new like breakfast sandwich at McDonald's, bro?
Yeah.
More Mick legit? The Mick legit combo?
The Mick legit combo?
Mick
with extra comment tops?
But it's only seasonal though. It's like the McRib. They take it away. They give it back and they take it away.
Exactly.
Fuckers. Yeah.
Dude, I don't think I've ever had a McRib, dude. People.
I don't think I have either. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I just can't.
We got Glenn.
Get it.
What'd you say, Nerdy?
Szechuan? The Szechuan sauce?
The
Szechuan? Szechuan sauce?
Ooh.
Yeah, Szechuan.
Szechuan. We got Glenn. Glenn, you're in the backstage. You got to activate your camera and or audio to be able to be added.
Glenn is having technical difficulties.
Yup. McRib is made from a riblet mold. Yeah.
A mold of
I don't know,
what?
Kevin. I don't know how
it?
much he had, but I never asked him on the thing. But ZRK Buster and Nerdy X, we're gonna replace your Zebic, Papa, and we're gonna do that on your other descent away from XRP and get your Zebic back. So we're gonna go ahead and front that and get you back, man. Get you right.
Look at the balls on this guy. Look at the heart on this guy. We're running it, bro. We're getting Papa back right.
Yeah.
But
that's
no,
all this
I would
guy.
figure
Give that guy some credit. Hold on.
Yeah.
This guy.
I figure the best way
That guy
because
some
Papa. Yep, much love, Buster.
Much love, Buster.
Bro, I'm thinking what I'm thinking is that like if Papa comes on, he's got dignity, he's got respect,
Yeah.
he's got. I don't think he would be overzealous. I think he's going to be in tears because of the charity and so things like that. But yeah, where's ex Papa's address? I'd like to help out. See what I'm saying, bro? Everybody's just they're willing, their hearts are open, everything's
Get it
good.
nerdy.
But bro, Papa, like he'll tell you enough's enough. Like you know what I mean? Like I trust that he's got morals and values where he's not going to take advantage of the situation. So
should we do it? Should we do the JC?
What's the JC? What are you talking about?
Buster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's share.
What the hell you guys talking in code?
Whoever
What the
can
fuck
help
is
out.
a JC?
Hold on. I'm gonna share Papa's address. You guys ready?
Oh shit. See, they got it on point. We're running it.
You
Look at
guys
that.
ready? Hold on.
Blast it.
I gotta label it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Shout out, guys. Good morning. Happy coffee time to everyone watching. We appreciate you guys coming in. We're on the eve of moon, and who knows what this next week's going to be. It seems so clowny.
It's about to get exciting, bro.
But doesn't it seem clowny how they fucking they're telling us ahead of time? Like, come on. We've been waiting for so long. We're like, oh, now it's crypto week. Oh, now it's crypto week, people. Oh, now we're gonna moon. Like, come on. But at the end of the day, I'm down. I'll take it. Let's go. You know. Hello, Glenn. Good morning.
What's up, Glenn?
Gentlemen, how are you?
Good, brother.
Pretty good, brother.
Oh, you blasted the address?
Yeah.
Ooh, can we make a QR and throw it on the middle of the screen? Can't you do like is it a ZRP address? Yep, R.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so
commanding.
throw it. Can I? I know. I'm sorry. Can you throw it? Can you
No, I'm just
throw,
fucking with you.
throw
I'll
that
make it right
Addy?
now. I got
Throw
you.
that Addy in the private chat, and let me make a QR code out of it.
I got it. I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Yeah, if you could do that and then throw it in the overlay. If you throw it in the overlay, it'll blast fat.
I just like being a dickhead to you because I love you.
Fucking dickhead. I love you too. Hey, what's up, Glenn? How are you, sir? You doing okay? How's the kids? Everything okay?
Oh, with me, yeah, you know, everything's always good. I just keep buying.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's exciting. I'm almost kind of unhappy about it taking off right now because I can't buy as much fast. I mean, I got plenty of time to wait, so I want to collect all I can get my hands on. And I haven't done bad for 4.5 years buying. I've actually done pretty good. I got some decent bags. XRP, XL, MXD, CHR, B-Low, Flare, I don't know. So, and now I'm starting to build my Axelar and Quant. So I think I got the right ones. Maybe a couple in there I'm not so sure about, like B-Low, but let's see how that works out in the end.
You're not alone, Glenn, because a lot of us are like, damn, do we have enough? Is it going to be enough? I used to ask Buster that years ago. I'd be like, bro, is it enough? And he's like, it's going to be enough because it seems like it's a big thing and like everybody should be onto it. And no, it is statistically hidden from the public, psychologically hidden from the public for a reason, because it's going to be enough, Glenn.
Oh, I tend to agree with that. I think it's going to be very overwhelming in the end.
Yep. You know who's not overwhelming? XRP Master, because he's smooth. What's up, pimp?
What's up,
What's
Master?
up? What's up? What's up, guys?
What are you doing? Laying
So
in
I
your
have a
boat?
confes-
Are you
I
on
have
the
a
beach?
confession.
What are you doing? Sorry.
Master's
just
one of my
chill-
favorites.
I'm just chilling, man. Just chilling. I wanted to get on here to talk to Nerdy for a minute.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
What? Good, brother. Good. And hello to all you guys, man, of course. But did you find out anything nerdy on what we talked about yesterday?
You know what? To be honest with you, I didn't even look into it. But you know what? We can go over it on the show right now if you really want to.
Cool, man. I'd love to see what it's about because I'm just not familiar enough, and I know you guys could help me out with that. You know?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's called the Valerium Project. And XR or Bags was on the other day and did a podcast, and there was a bunch of people talking about it in the comments on his podcast, and it's just in the beginning stages, and I'm just trying to figure out. Everybody was talking that it was going to be a hot item, a new project that was going to be really good, and I'm just trying to get some info on it. That's all.
Valerian Project. I don't know anything about that. I've kind of been slacking on research.
Well, they're right now it's in pre-sale mode from what I found out, which I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent. I've never bought anything in pre-sale mode, but like I said, I just thought, man, I think it's like 0.002 right now, and I thought, shit, if it's going to be something good, I wanted to jump in, you know.
Oh, Valerium. Okay, and the token is Bell.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Okay, he's got it on the screen here.
Yeah, I'm reading. Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, so it says Valerium is a decentralized. Valerium is dedicated to transforming decentralized finance with innovation, secure, accessible solutions for all. People need to stop using that. That is so generic at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Blanket statement. We're a
Like, no shit,
technology-based
That's what
solution for everything.
That's what it's supposed to do. Yeah. Technology, sending electrons from one point to the next. No,
which one's the right one?
Our mission is to redefine DeFi by integrating cutting-edge technology. What does that mean with real-world applications? What does that mean? We believe in empowering individuals. Blah blah blah. Stories are founded on the principles of integrity. Blah blah blah. A team, debit cards. Okay, everyone has debit cards. They're prepaid cards, by the way. I want people to know that these are prepaid cards. That's why anyone can have one. You can make one of yourself, or you can make your own prepaid card. It's actually pretty easy. Oh, here you go.
Hello and welcome. I'm excited to introduce you to Bellarium
You guys can't hear nothing.
a next generation decentralized finance platform built to simplify and empower the way we interact with digital assets. At Bellarium, our vision is clear: to bridge the gap between the potential of blockchain technology and the real-world financial tools people use every day. We're building a fully integrated DeFi ecosystem that's secure, user-friendly, and designed for global accessibility. The foundation of our platform is the BLRM token, which powers everything within the Bellarium network. Whether you're staking, lending, swapping assets, or making payments, BLRM is the utility token that keeps the ecosystem moving. It also gives our community a voice through governance, allowing token holders to participate in key decisions about the platform's future. What sets Bellarium apart is how seamlessly our features work together. Our multi-chain non-custodial wallet gives users full control of their assets across multiple blockchains. Our swap aggregator ensures you get the best rates when trading by comparing prices across leading decentralized exchanges. We're also introducing AI-powered peer-to-peer lending.
Oh my God. It's been a minute and 24 seconds, and all he did was blabble. I still don't know anything about the project.
Well, he's got that Slavic, Slavic fucking accent. He sounds like the guy from like Epic News. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like that Slavic shit, Bellarium. It sounds like Belarus.
But bro,
hey, let's go ahead and traffic let's traffic hookers too while we're at it.
You're speaking for 84 seconds, and you still haven't said anything about the project.
Chris
No one understands what it's about.
Bro, Chris is on point. He goes, just get Zerbs. Chris is on point. He goes, just get Zerbs. Don't push this shit.
Nah, bro, this is trash, bro. This is 100% trash, bro.
All right, no, hey, that's
I don't
that's
like
why
projects like that. I hate projects like that because he didn't say shit. He said absolutely nothing. He just said blockchain finance, new technology, like
decentralized.
Like shut the fuck up, bro. Like yeah.
And it's nothing against you, Master. It's something to look into. You brought it to the table. With us.
No,
you could probably make gains like fart coin and shit. Like, dude, a bunch of people made gains.
Jesus
coin.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I knew you guys would understand it. That's why I wanted to bring it to the table to get clarity on it. That's all.
It's them trying to get a piece of the pie. That's what they're doing.
I wanted to clarify something that you guys just mentioned, and that is that the big beautiful bill, quote unquote, I forget what the real name is called, but it has been signed by the House and the Senate. The Senate passed it first, like July 1st, I think, and the House passed it, and then Trump signed it the July 4th. So it is law now. This week, what they're doing this week is they're actively debating parts of subparts to the bill, like the Clarity Act, which is regulations against SEC versus the correct. And they're also debating the Genius Act, which is the federal framework for digital currencies. Yeah. And the third thing that they will be debating this week is the anti-CBDC bill. CBDC bill, and that's the bill to prevent CBDCs. So they're debating that it's probably going to since the bill was signed, that's probably going to get thrown away. Yeah. So that's what's happening. So the law, the bill, the big beautiful bill is actually law now. It has been signed.
Right. Yeah. But what you're saying there's extra shit they're doing this coming week. Okay.
That's right. Because these other things were predated this bill. So they had been like that anti-CBDC was at least 2 years ago. They started pushing that around. So now, because this is law, now they have to address the thing that they were trying to prevent in the first place. Because he signed it into law, they can't have two opposing laws now. So they had to go back and say, well, we can't do this anymore. But they have to debate it. And they have to go through the process.
Well, let me just
beautiful. Thanks for clarifying that, Bishop.
So the stable coin, So hold on, real quick. The stable coin bill itself puts out regulation of what is backed, what can be backed, and all those things. It puts out those kinds of standardization regulation on that front. Then the non-CBDC bill basically says issuer, who can issue, who cannot issue.
You're correct. You are correct.
So we need both bills because both bills explain exactly and bring clarity to both both questions. And the solution to both of those questions to have another bill, which a lot of people don't talk about, is the eCash Act, which is a digital currency, which is a digital frame of fiat from the Federal Reserve, but it is equivalent to cash. So it's not a central bank digital currency per se. It is a direct opposite to fiat in a digital form. And they clarify that within the act.
Is that the Clarity Act?
That is an eCash Act. It's another act.
Okay.
It's a different act. So the eCash Act, the non-CBDC Act, and the stablecoin bill Act are very, very important. Mm-hmm. One is about backing. What can be backed, who is not backed, auditing, where the location, right? And all that stuff. Yeah, institution wise, all about private. The CBDC one is more about issuance. Yeah, who can issue, who cannot issuance, where and who has authority, blah blah blah. And then the eCash Act is basically, hey, this is our version of it to that, because there's been so many projects that eventually in the United States we're going to come to a digital dollar. We already knew this was going to happen. There have been so many projects for it. I made a whole video about it already, but
to add to that is the Clarity Act. The Clarity Act is the regulation for the SEC.
Yes. The Clarity Act is for the regulators, for them to give them regulatory clarity on what they can, what is their judicial, what can they judge, what is their boundaries. And once you get all these four in place, then you have clarity of what can be regulated, what cannot be regulated. You have an understanding. Then you have clearance of what is stablecoin, what is not a stablecoin. You have clearance of who is an issuer, who is not an issuer, and then clarity of
your regulations around it.
Yeah.
So they hope to get all that done this week. That's the goal. That's why it was deemed Crypto Week, because they are addressing all four this week.
Now, the important part of all of that stuff is Judy. I will stress this out, and I will keep pushing this part because it's very, very important. Is that Judy Sheldon's and Jerome said that he might step down, right? Like that was a new headline. Then that was major news. So Jerome saying that he might step down, and then Judy keep posting about, hey, Trump likes me and I want to be the next chair, is really, really exciting, because if that does happen, then the proposal is most likely to pass, right? Which is
let's also point out that he wants to step down the week that this is happening. So I don't believe in coincidences.
I don't either,
quite frankly. So there's a reason why he said it. He announced it yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday, and I'm really excited about that, because if that happens, that's a full-fledged, the full 5 steps that we need to push everything forward. Because what the problem is in the liquidity crisis is, how do you inject liquidity back into a debt-based system, right? Because you're never going to go into a gold standard. That is never going to happen at this point, because debt is way more valuable than gold at this point in time. But gold provides that stability. So the cool thing is that as we're printing more money and the gold is going up, that price is set. Like, it's never going to go back down, right? Like that's really, really exciting. So it doesn't even matter if they print more money. That's just where gold is going to be. Now, whenever this correction happens and the market goes back down, a 90% correction, where 100% is going to happen, it's going to be way worse than the Great Depression, but it's going to recover way faster. And when that does happen, that recovery is what we're waiting for. That recovery is going to be fucking glorious, okay? And that point in time, everything else basically levels out and corrects. The cost of living and everything levels out and corrects. But the amount of wealth that can be made at a certain moment in time is set, right? Like that's set in stone, and the wealth gap is all set in stone, and that's fucking utility run time. So I'm really looking forward to that, because RLUSD is on the hidden road acquisition. They basically said that RLUSD is an enterprise grade government based solution. Like Ripple is basically in that, a de facto solution for America. So all the stablecoin regulation is going to be fire. Go ahead, Lloyd.
What I think is going to happen this week, you will slowly see these dominoes fall. You will see one act pass, and you will start seeing people waking up and start buying more, or more industries buying more. So I think we're going to see that slow ramp up for this week. After next week, if everything gets passed, then I think you will see the acceleration right after that.
Ooh,
yeah. I think what's going to happen is we have everything and then cyber attack, and we're waiting, and that'd probably be around September. And once that happens, boom, all this shit is ready to go, and we're good. Go ahead, Zerk.
What are you going to say, Zerk?
Well, I was going to say, Nerdy, can you throw that QR? So, guys, yeah, everybody in the chat watching.
Oh, it's on the corner.
QR, yeah, but it's only the corner. So if you could throw it under overlay as well, we could blast it in the center of the screen.
Hold on.
Everyone who wants to donate to Papa, there is not a goal. So, because we don't know what his original bags were. But at the end of the day, whatever you feel is right in your heart, go ahead and donate it. And I'm assuming that Papa will message the group or join eventually and say, hey,
we'll update
Thank
where
you.
he's at. But I didn't think all that out, like how many.
Right, but everybody's asking. Chris is asking. There we go. So there's Papa's QR code for ZERPs. Okay, so whatever you guys feel like you want to donate, go ahead and donate. But there's the QR code. We'll blast it randomly throughout the shows, throughout the next few days or so, and we'll get him to a point where at least he feels like he's still in the game. But the QR code in the corner is the same thing as what you see in the center. So shout out Papa, and shout out all you OGs throwing down for Papa. So thank you.
And don't scan the QR code with your camera. You're gonna scan that QR code when you go into the Zoom app. You're gonna look for the address, the receiving address. That's when you scan the QR code. Don't scan it with your camera. It's just gonna go to a web link. It's gonna go to a search.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're using Zaman, just use the QR scan address with Zaman.
Yeah.
So. No, it's the most fucking important question. Well, we'll have a private chat or get on here, Chris.
We'll update before we get on boardroom. We'll update where he's at. And
shout out to all the boys joining. Shout out Masta, Glenn. We got Bishop. We got Chenzo on deck, and it looks like somebody's got a share screen. You know what I'm saying? So what's up with the share screen?
What's up? What's up, guys?
I can't see it because this new fucking layout. The bottom, it's all fucked
Who's sharing what?
I'm sharing federal.
Chenzo's got some sauce or something.
Hey, why did they cut off the layout in the bottom? That's gay. It can't even go all the way down.
It blocks everything, dude. It's fucked up. It's just StreamYard trying to figure their shit out.
All right,
I'm gonna add this to the screen, Chenzo. What's this?
This is the Fed now. So tomorrow basically is the ISO 20022 implementation. So kind of like aligns with Crypto Week.
No coincidences.
And then what I just found interesting right now, I just discovered this, is the progress of 2 years of growth. So they've been live for 2 years. Yeah, and here you see like this. If you dig into the FedNow service, you can see they've been live for 2 years, and and we just wanted to kind of share that as part of the discussion on Crypto Week.
I remember when all this was a myth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wanted to share as well. I don't know if you guys. I just started digging in a bit. Yesterday, Bagman's video yesterday, there's this really cool, I find him really cool, Canadian guy who's speaking about not selling. And so I dug in, and he said, like, I just sent Buster, I think, another video of his, or maybe I haven't sent it yet in X. And basically I started digging in to this guy's X account and his company. And so essentially in a nutshell, what he seems to be providing is a bunch of different courses on setting up trusts and so on. But what I found very interesting, and I wanted to share with you guys, is this guy, if you go on his website, this is this guy's website, and they have Quantum Tech tab, like menu item. And if you scroll down, you see this little device here. So I have no idea what this is. Like I just started looking into this morning. So he's promoting this device here to basically have different frequencies to like boost up your frequencies and so on. And they have customer reviews and so on who talk about it. So anyways, just kind of wanted to share that. I'll dig in more into that and might order one. We'll see.
Beautiful. There you go.
Great news. Great work there.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like facetious from Masta. He's like, they fucking shot down my project. Why don't they shoot down your fucking project?
Oh
Chenzo?
no, man! I don't think like that at all. I'm here to learn, man. I'm here to learn.
I'm joking. That's hilarious.
Here, I'll show you. Hey,
I got something.
What am I doing? Am I sunning my butthole? What am I doing?
Sign it.
Sun it, and run it. Let's go. Masta in paradise. Let's go.
Every day, baby. Every day.
Let's go. shout out to you, Masta, though. That's fire. Watch fucking Belarus or whatever the fuck that was, Belerium. Watch that just moon out of control, and you're the only motherfucker in it.
But you know what's gonna happen, Papa? Even if Masta, you know, even if that does happen, that's just gonna moon, and there's gonna be no liquidity for you to even withdraw it, and you're just gonna look at like millions of dollars of just numbers on the app.
Right.
That doesn't even exist because there's no liquidity to pull it out. Because that's how a lot of this shit goes.
Right. No, I'm not touching it now that we spoke about it on here. That's what I was asking you guys' advice for. You know, I'm not touching it.
Yeah, I got something for Shenzo. So right here, if you look right here,
you got something for that ass. What's up?
Snap out of Cypy site. He shared this one, which is what I've been saying forever. MT message support until November 2027. And that is your traditional messaging, which we use right now. So the messaging system we use today, it's called MT, and that's CBR plus. And that's what this messaging support is. And when this ends, MT, which goes on to high value payments plus, which is MX, which is T+0, which is like instant settlements. That's when everything happens. So November 2027 is when the old standards die. Okay, now that's very, very important, and the reason why that's oh shit, where did everyone go?
You gotta press the layout.
Okay.
So there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right
So the really important part of that is that if you match the dates, it shows you the picture, so you don't really have to guess about anything. Okay, you have NIST standards that say, hey, we have these new requirements that go live 2031. This is the deadline. Okay, with that you go a little bit lower, you have MT CBR plus high value payments plus transition, MT to MX transition that says, hey, we only support until November 2027, and after that 2028 and so on. This is the new standards, and this is how we're going to roll. Okay, then with that, on top of that, you have Basel, and Basel is telling you that liquidity requirements have to be set and done by July 1st 2028. So you don't have to guess what's going to fucking go down. They're painting the picture for you already, right?
Cheers.
So at some point in time between 2027 and 2028, this time frame, and from now till then, we're going to experience major conflict and major geopolitical change that all affects with this system. We're most likely going to have a cyber attack around that time because of that transition point. So they're literally telling you what's going to happen, and they're giving you a time frame. All you got to pay attention is to the date lines, the corporate date lines, right? And that's just where I think where we're going. This will keep going on until 2031, and then 2031 and beyond. I think that's when XRP fucking rips, and that's the big numbers that we're talking about.
Cheers. We got Papa on deck. Welcome back, sir.
We got Papa on board. What's up, Papa?
What's up, Papa?
Hi, guys.
Hell yeah. How you feeling, buddy? You doing good?
Good. Doing good.
Okay, so the guys, everybody wants to know a limit. If you want to talk about it, you can, but I necessarily wouldn't advise it. But at the same time, we know the tech, so everybody can trace the wallet and see how much comes in. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure you might want above and beyond what you had, but if you wanted to share a limit, that way these guys donating, they can know what the goal is. That's the thing, and only you can call it, and only you can stop it, Papa. So it's up to you.
Don't pat it. Don't be patting it.
I don't think he is.
How much did you lose?
I don't think Papa's got a greedy vein in his body, bro.
I agree.
Let me take the show again here, guys, and I promise I'll try not to ruin it again.
You didn't fucking ruin it, Papa. That's the fucking thing. It's a real deal lesson for all these motherfuckers in the chat that have not had a bloodbath like you did. So this is a big wake-up call for all the people watching. Sorry,
huge warning.
Yeah, you didn't ruin anything.
Let me say something, though. I'm former military, and any of you guys been in the military will understand this, that when you're in there, there's a brotherhood. And when you're sitting at home and that phone rings in the middle of the night and they call a muster and you go to base, you don't know whether it's real or a test. And when you get there and you're standing around and you don't know if 48 hours from now you're going to be in a foreign country getting shot at or what, until they come out and say, stand down, and you go home or start working or whatever. And that feeling you don't find in society. You just don't, but it stays with you your whole life. And anytime you see a coffin with a flag on it or you hear taps, you get a lump in your throat and you get a tear in your eye. And I haven't felt that until the other night, guys. And I can't tell you how much that meant to me. And how grateful I am to you guys, no matter what happens with this. And I'll never forget it. And I guarantee you, I'm going to have the same plan I had before. I'm going to pay it forward, as I have always planned to do, but I'm going to pay it forward. You can be guaranteed of that. And like I said, I don't want to drag us on, but I appreciate everything. And I cannot express my gratitude for you guys. So there you go.
Salute, Papa.
Papa, we want to make you whole. We want to make you whole because we know you're going to pay it forward, and it's for you and your family going forward. We know what you're going to do with it, and that's why I don't mind at all, because I got burned same way, same thing, and if I can help you, that's going to help me, and it's going to help everybody whoever got stuff taken from them.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Baby. And you know what? Even if they didn't get stuff taken from them, we know what it's like to just put a little bit towards a little bit over years. So, you know, even people that didn't lose it, we feel for you, and we're going to contribute.
Ooh-wee. Love this shit. I never would have thought this would have turned out how it turned out. Like, look at you. Look what
this
you just
goes
look
to
at
show you. This goes to show you guys we are
Just
true
fucking look at
family.
you. Oh
We're
my
true
God.
family here.
Bro. It's about the time you spend. It's about the hope you give.
We just want to see you fire off that RPG.
It's about what we share together.
Bust out the rocket launcher, Papa.
Bust out the rocket launcher.
Yeah. No, don't think of it as a bad thing, and I appreciate you, Papa, big time. And so people have instincts and gut feelings for a reason, and that's a good thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
We're all good people here, man. We're not a bunch of assholes. We're all good people here.
Yep. So without further ado, me, Buster, Nerdy. Sorry, go ahead, Buster.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, me, Buster, Nerdy, you're gonna make you whole, Papa, on your Z-Beck. Okay, so you're gonna get up to snuff there. But we knew what you had. So as far as the ZRP amount, to the right people are gonna donate enough and do a big fucking deal. We can do it on a private level. That way, we only a few people knew what you had. Does that make sense? So if you wanted to, go ahead and like message Buster and tell him what your bags used to be. That way he can tell the right people that are going to throw down bigger. Does that make sense? Any smaller donations, just throw it down.
You lost it, you could say it. A lot of people want to know, I think, how much want a goal or, do you have 20,000, 10,000? If you don't feel comfortable, that's up to you. But a lot of people are asking, like, what the goal is on that.
I'll look here real quick and add it up and get it all and to say it. I'm not. It's not big, so I don't want people going overboard. And like I say, I'm grateful for anything. I'm a humble man today.
Amen.
I don't think it's a bad idea to start a fund, and so that we can grow as a group, collection of different assets. And when this happens to anybody that's in the group, that we can do something out of that fund to try to at least get them back in the game, you know, and just as an insurance, we'll be our own FDIC. You want to be your own bank? We can be our own FDIC, bro.
XR Pisces, bro. When you open your Zaman, hit the Zaman symbol in the middle at the bottom, and then just hit scan QR code.
And I'm gonna leave this QR up for a minute. Take away that comment. There you go. So that way you can rewind it. Whatever.
So wait, let me see. What you're gonna do is you're gonna click send and hit this. Oh,
that's beautiful. I'm wondering if someone can explain, if Papa can explain actually what happened.
Okay.
To teach
hold
others.
Hold on, real quick.
That's up to Papa.
When we move the thing real quick, the QR code.
Yep. I just want to leave it there for a minute. That way you can find it when you guys rewind the show and shit.
No.
There you go.
So what's gonna happen is when you guys get to the screen about the receiving, on the top, so it says enter a name or an address, and right there in your ZOM, if you click the square, for me it's a black square, but if you click the square that's within the same bar, it pulls up your camera. And then that's when you're going to scan the QR code. So if I scan the QR code right now, I'll pull it up again.
Yep. Bam. So this is just a basic QR that was created through XRP scan.
So now that I scanned it, it instantly registered the address, and I know where to send it to. So it instantly says next. So that's how you use it.
Well, not Papa, but Pisces was just trying to figure out how he can scan QR through the Zaman app.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's how you do it.
Okay. So center blue button, and then there's a
no. It's not center blue button. You're gonna go into your Zaman.
It is center blue button though. That's easier.
But you're gonna click send. You're gonna click send. Then you're gonna select the amount, enter in the amount that you want to send, and then click next, and then scan the QR code, and then it'll just send instantly in one sweep action.
Silver Days rocking that Navy shit. Let's go, Seaman. Shipmate, let's fucking go.
Okay, guys, I got it down here. Our XRP was right at 18, and our XLM was at like 24,000.
There you go. There's your number, guys.
Yes.
XRP 18,000.
I'm not.
XLM 28,000. That's the goal. Boom.
But the only address you've got is for XRP.
So let's get an XLM
for you, bud.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Papa. Thank you, and also thank you for having the balls to come
XRP
back.
And then get your XRP bag up, and then I don't think we should mix addresses, man. I think we should just focus on one.
Focus on one. Okay.
Yeah.
He can always convert it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And buy new Zerks. Don't use yours. Don't give him back any.
Yeah.
Man, that's a really good feeling.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And we'll keep rocking.
It is.
You get home, and then it's up to you, Papa, to tell us. Obviously, everybody can track it. So.
And somebody asked earlier. I think Tim Shea asked earlier, but yeah, Papa's address is in the description of the video. If they want to make it easier to copy and paste.
Let me ask you a question, guys. How do I keep up with this? Should it just show up on my wallet or what? Or
yeah, it shows up in your wallet. No, it'll show up whenever they donate.
It'll just be there.
Okay.
It'll keep accumulating as they donate.
Instantly.
Okay.
In 3 seconds.
XR Pisces, you don't have to use the QR code. You could go to the description of the video and the address is there.
And you know what's cool about this whole thing? There's no GoFundMe involved. There's no bank involved. There's nothing involved. It's just us directly to Papa.
Yeah.
As soon as you sign it, it goes directly to Papa, and he feels directly in his heart. It is instant.
It's not GoFundMe. It's not Go
transition. Yeah.
It's not GoFundMe. It's Fund the Homie. That's what it is.
It's Fund the Homie. Yeah.
It's Fund the Homie, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like little slices off of each bag, depending on where you're at. Like we got plenty of OGs in here that can make it happen. You know what I mean? It'll take a little time, but it'll happen. And worst case, you're not out. So,
well,
and it's not going to kill
RPM.
you.
Whatever it is, I'm grateful.
Shout out to RPM. He is the XDC ambassador.
Well,
Believe
yeah, he
that,
is.
bruh. Believe that.
Yeah.
That guy got.
You know,
I got
used to fight, dude, online constantly.
Zinfin early, bro, and he was, I think, 1/3 of what I paid. I mean, that guy's been around. RPM, good to see you, man.
Cheers. I'm sorry for giving you such a fucking hard time long time ago, RPM.
XRP is still the one, but XDC is pretty close.
RPM is our boots on the ground in the UK. And just so you know, me and RPM used to argue regularly on the show when it was called Crypto Night Live. He'd get on, he'd say fucking XDC is the one. And at the end of the day, I was like, fuck you, it's only XRP. And then so at the end of the day, but there's room for everything now. All boats are going to float, but XDC will fucking win.
Then Zerk saw, hey, this RPM motherfucker's talking about XDC's the one. But it was always XPR. XPR has always been the one.
But yeah, we're.
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh, Master, you're breaking up, bro. We got to fix your audio. Hold on. A lot of it has to do with your volume levels. Hold on.
RPM. For all you XDC people at 7 cents, I got XDC at 0.000172. Buster, I love you. I love banter, bro. I got it at 0.00045, man. So,
Master, you just got to get back on. It should fix your audio.
Wow, 8 cents. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro.
What happened?
Cheese and rice.
What happened with the XTC? What happened? What kind of news happened?
He's just saying it's ripping. You know what I mean?
Dude, I feel like I'm bullish because I don't give a fuck about a coin right now. If anyone mentioned, hey, did you see this coin? I don't give a fuck right now. I think we're about to go with what we got.
Yep. Well, dude, remember this? I'm not saying I told you so. I don't want to really toot my own horn, but this is one of the things I believe. Let me go back to the clip. So this is one of the things I believe. I made this little clip, and shout out to the crazy ones on TikTok. Did you guys know that this clip of me talking about Moon has fucking 350,000 views on TikTok?
No way.
Which one is this?
Yeah, oh yeah. So I'll run it, but it talks specifically about everybody's got their own chunk, and that's their chunk. God wants you to have whatever chunk you got. You know what I'm saying? And some motherfuckers, in my opinion, some motherfuckers are going to be contracted by God to do whatever they need to do with that chunk that they have. There's big dicks, there's small dicks, but all the dicks, bro, all the dicks are needed. You see what I'm saying?
Don't you think that's part of the messaging system, though? I think when you receive the message, that was the beginning of getting it. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the message
of the calling. Yeah.
Bro, you ever figured that out? Why me? Why me? Why us? Why now? I asked myself that in the beginning. And even now I'm like, why me? Why now? Why didn't a papa happen to me 2.5 years ago? And then I just fucking gave up and ran away and put my head in the sand. No, there's a fucking reason.
The wealth of the wicked would be transferred to the righteous.
Am I righteous? I have righteousness?
God will bless his children.
Am I his children?
I think it's
Am I his child?
Amen, brother. Amen.
Don't sell yourself short. He's got a reason for you being here.
Yep. Go ahead, Buster.
Yeah, I think I think pure intentions is the base of being righteous, man. I think the the religious stuff and if you drink you're going at all that dumb shit, that's just too much, bro. It's like, don't bend people's will and don't think your way's better than God. Exactly. And if you have pure intentions, you're fucking top notch, bro. And
hey, can you drop that mic?
And Buster, that's why most people
mic
are
you're
here.
Speaking on.
Oh fuck yeah!
Drop that mic on fire, bro. Yeah, sorry,
I just think it's all cluttered, man. Where it's just pure intentions, dude. And I agree. The takers, they're about to get fucked, bro. This shit ain't moving into 2026, bro. You guys better work on your meek. Fuck Fleek. You better get your meek game up. You got 5 months left.
Go feed the homeless right now. Do it as fast as you can.
Be humble.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna run this clip, but this is what I'm talking about, and this is what we've been mentioning. But this thing has like 350,000 views on TikTok, and I think all of you guys are also chosen too. We're all here every week, like clockwork. We know what's coming, more so than anybody else knows. Like people, there's certain people that can lightweight see the lawsuit stuff coming. They're like, oh yeah, it's gonna pop big. Well, the term pop, in my opinion, isn't even close to what's about to happen. We ain't looking back. We ain't going back to what Wild West market we're looking at now. We're never going back. And so when you got this fever and you know, like I firmly believe that we're all supposed to have a chunk of ZERPs and I think later, what do we do with those ZERPs? You know, what do we do with those ZERPs? Zerker? What do we do with the XRP once we're rich? Like you'll get the download. If you got the download now, you'll get the download later. When we pop massive, you'll know. You know what I mean? Diamond hands shit. You could buy 30,000 jet skis with the amount of money that we're looking at coming out and still have tons of money to do God's work. Like you're going to be rich. You're going to be able to, you know, afford it. You're going to have a great life. You're going to all this stuff, but you're also going to be tasked with helping and doing things. And, you know, I personally think that. This is my opinion. So, up, Berserker, you're crazy. Fuck. Shut up. We're all crazy. Let's go. Let's run it. Bro, if that makes your nipples hard, it was supposed to. That's it.
Hella hard.
And I'm not, dude, I don't usually tout myself. I'm not like, motherfucker, I told you. Like, I don't care. I don't give a shit. It just blows my mind that the concept is in all of us. Who brought that up just now? Talking about how everybody, like, not just me, but like someone else brought it up and it made me fucking exemplify it, where your amount is enough. Whatever your amount is, that's your fucking calling. That's your duty. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be enough. There are motherfuckers that are throwing 10,000, 20,000 in right now, and they're only getting, you know, half of that, if not less.
And we've been talking about it so long, but you could have 50,000, and at $10, if you get greedy, you're done. You know, you might take a big ass lick, change your life, but if you're a motherfucker that, when it's $1 million, you got to go get it.
It won't
you
last.
sold yourself short.
It won't
you
last.
Sold yourself short. Yeah. So there's no number of what's enough. It's all mindset. Like, and then, you know, when you're long, when you're really long, like I'm fucking long game, bro. Like it's going to get so much value to where there ain't gonna be nowhere to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just going to be crazy value, but you know,
you can only be so rich.
There's still people that have the mindset that it has to go back to the old system. You know, like you're taking a chance. Like I in my mind, I'm not really taking a chance, even if I cashed out, you know, I took a little lick. My mindset's not set where I'm taking a chance by holding crypto.
When Ripple becomes a bank, that changes everything, because we will no longer have the fear of, you know, having to watch out for our XRP, because we know that it's going to be a trusted account stored on BNY Mellon. I mean,
and I still contend that this is just a change, and I think we will be using the money. We will. I don't think converting it back to fiat dollars is the right answer. I just see this being a shift.
Ooh-wee.
I believe that from the beginning. When I started looking at this deeply in 2014, 2015, I started looking at this. I mean, who in the world does not want to move money fast? I mean, I know they said it was for all this other stupid reason, but I don't know any banker that does not want to move money fast and want to free up that Nostra Vostro account. They've been saying that for years. I mean, like 50 years they've been talking about freeing that up.
It's more it's more than about moving money fast. It's about moving money fast and securely, knowing that, you know, the settlement has been done. And that's, you know, that's why the whole thing goes above standards in a way of, you know, like everyone talks about, you know, 222 is gonna go live and blah 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 blah. It's like, Nah, bro. Where we're going and what this does is beyond that. This is so more than that. That's just a standard for unified messaging and smart data. Like, that's all it is. But if you look at what the whole system does as a whole, Swift is just a messaging standard. It doesn't do settlements or anything like that. The network does. That's
bro.
You know, that's next level shit. So that goes beyond the whole system. So
sorry, nerdy. Miles wants to confirm. So these guys want to see whether or not they're it's legit and it's going to the right account. So if you could maybe give them a yep or a thumbs up, you know, let them know that you're actually getting donations, Papa. That would make the guys feel better.
Okay, I'm right in the middle of something here, trying to get y'all something, but I'll do it just here in a second.
Yep. So Miles is coming. Also, get your ass on the show. What the fuck are you doing, Miles? You're not a lurker, dude.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Come on. Hit the link.
Links in the chat. Let's go. Sorry to interrupt you, nerdy.
No, you're good. No, I was just saying that this is go beyond everything. People are just when I read a lot of posts on X, they're all hella like, oh, XRP and 222, they're related in some shape or form, and this is how it's gonna work out. I was like, no, you stupid fuck. It's like
I don't even know.
That's not how any of this works. You fucking retard. Like, bro, you don't understand a goddamn thing you're saying. And they look and they sound stupid too. It's like, goddamn. But it's like, if you really like step back and look at what's really going down, this is just beyond. This is next level. This is, oh damn, we don't need this whole department. Throw that away. Like, oh shit. You know, oh, we don't need these people no more because we can just self-custody our own debt and just keep it in this residual thing and then pass it around through stable coins instead of relying on people to buy it up ourselves. We can just have private companies just purchase T-bills. Like, okay, let's use this. This is way better. Like, this gives us way control over the whole thing. But a lot of people don't really understand that part. They're just like, you know, they think one thing is gonna like take over the world, and all of a sudden we're gonna go to quadrillion dollars over. Like, nah, bro, it's not how any of this works.
The old rule of follow the money still works. I don't care what anyone says. You always follow that money. And I know what they say, and they being, you know, the higher ups or whatever, you got to watch what they do. And this whole time they've been moving in a certain direction, even though they say it's for criminals, blah blah blah. Yeah, they kept moving in this direction, and then we the little people keep panicking and listening to these people. And of course they're going to tell you something different because they got to get ahead of the game. This is the first time. This is the first time in history that I can think of that the public is actually ahead of the government in obtaining something.
So here's the deal with the treasury bills. If you think about how Tether is like the third largest treasury bill purchaser in the world, if these financial institutions and banks start buying these treasury bills and tokenizing the treasury bill, they can get the credit like Tether has gotten the credit and the benefit from buying those bonds, but not having the risk because they flipped it and they tokenized it. And now everybody shares a little part of that bond, but they get all the benefit of it. So there's lots of different games that these institutions are going to play with buying treasury bills.
Baby Chenzo.
And to answer your question, guys, yes, it's coming in. About 150's come in.
Nice.
I'm gonna bounce. Gonna take care of my son and no screen time, so I'll be listening. Have a great day,
Chenzo.
guys.
Thanks for the sauce again, bro. Have a good day.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah,
peace out.
All right, Chenzo.
Yeah.
That's fine. So yeah, guys, it's coming in. Papa's getting his stuff. It's going to the right address, and we do have a big code here. If you guys want to throw down ZERPs for Papa, get him whole. The numbers, if you missed it earlier, the numbers are 18,000 and then 28,000 XLM. But we did decide to just go straight ZERPs. So if you want to go ahead and just keep throwing ZERPs, he can go ahead and recoup his XLM on his own. So there you go. Thank you, guys. Beautiful.
Speaking of XLM, did you see it this week, guys? Buster's ratios on. I've been telling you I was buying XLM, I'm going to swap them out, and it went from 9.5 to 6.25 today. I even wrote it down. If you'd have put $1,000 in a week ago, XLM, and traded it for XRP today, you'd have gained 194.
Ooh-wee.
Nice.
So Bishop, I have a question.
Something that a lot of people are missing out.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
I was just going to ask Bishop
yeah,
when
real quick.
what the ramp up. You think it'll start next week, or it'll be the week after when things start passing?
I honestly think that you will see small movements this week because as these bills pass, people like us, we're paying attention to it. So you will see some of us starting to pick it up. And I think the banks will also start picking it up. The pace will a little bit. So I think we'll see this movement to maybe $3.50 come this week. And then once all of this is done and these announcements are made that these bills have passed, and assuming that it's all been positive, I think next week is what you're going to see this explosion.
Damn, son. That's beautiful. Led Zeppelin this next week takes us into the final step. Nerdy, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I think we have a long way to go, to be honest. Yeah, we'll make $3 new lows, but we have a long way to go.
What's a long way for you? I mean, to me, if we see $20 this year, that's pretty good.
We're not going to see $20. We're not going to see $20 this year. No way. There's no way that's
what do you think? What is your long way? What is your long way?
I'll be surprised if we see anything close to $9 by the end of the year.
Even if we see $5, I mean, let's be real. We see $7. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah,
we really have no idea the rapid increase of adoption when you take into consideration that AI is going to be performing these transactions.
Well, that's what I was going to talk about right now. Yeah, that's what I was going to cover. Was
great lead-in. I'll shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, Lizard King.
I was going to cover that topic right now, that's one thing that a lot of people are not really considering.
We connected.
Yeah, is that a lot of this stuff has nothing to do with us, and it has everything to do with automation. Because at the end of the day, what is really happening right now is that companies are realizing that this technology is replacing more of their industry and their employees than they expected, than the rate of adoption that it was going to happen at. So now people are freaking out because everyone's getting fucking laid off. And people are like, oh shit, I didn't expect this to happen this fast. And they're like, yeah, it is happening this fast. So like there's one thing that like people are focused on, like, oh, you know what, we're all gonna get rich when all these things come into play. But you have to understand that this is a long game, bro. This is gonna take a long time, right? And that has a lot of things to do with, you know what, if you're gonna have robots sending, you know, a package somewhere, or someone doing a delivery, or someone doing something, someone has to get paid for that task in some way or manner, because there's data being used. Just like you'd have a language model today and you pay for tokens, right? Because the task is being done, so you have to pay for that shit. Well, who pays for that? Dollars pays for that.
Bro, you got an OG right? back in you. Legendary saying that it's 6 to 8 by end of 25, and then 16, 18 into 26.
I agree.
So 100%. Legendary on this,
yeah, because that's realistic. Because okay, I'll go back to the price in a little bit, but the whole point about all of this stuff, it has to do nothing to do with us, has everything to do with robots. How are robots going to have wallets? How are robots going to get paid? How are you going to be identified? How are your information going to fit into a digital wallet where all your data is compressed into one single file, right? So it has more to do with globalization and centralization, and having just more control, and having this system where everything's more efficient, or in the name of efficiency. But yeah.
Well, it's not for us.
That's what it's about.
Like, it's not for us. They don't give a fuck about retail. You know,
yeah,
so it's going to be about how they make in transactions, and how they empty office buildings and put more people out of work.
Well,
and that's going to happen fast.
Yeah, well, my point is to use that as a metric. If you're trying to use something as a metric, use that as a metric. is the faster that happens, you know how closer we're getting to the end point. Because at the end of the day, whenever that moment happens, because this cyber attack, this cyber pandemic, or whatever they want to call it on whatever site they want to call it on, right? Klaus calls it whatever. Whenever that moment in time happens, because it's been predicted forever, when that moment in time happens, that's the last plan. That's the last step, the last thing that needs to go down. After that, it is executive order and everything passes and no one even knows how the hell we got here. And that is the new reality. That's it. That cyber attack is the next 9/11-ish thing that happens to us that dictates the future.
That's the domino that falls. When that domino falls, then they're going to say we have to have blockchain. It's going to be on the conventional market.
Exactly. And that's exactly that. And that's when shit pops. And that's when shit pops. When they say, hey, we have to use blockchain technology to secure data or to do this or do that. That's when you get the ramp up, because that's when you get utility, because people start actually using the goddamn networks to do whatever the hell they want to do, right? Because no one is using this shit right now.
But an indicator before that is $50 silver. $50 silver, then the attack.
No, bro, I'm thinking $500 silver. I think $9,000 gold and $500 silver. Yeah. Okay, and going back.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad about it.
Going back to XRP price and why is the range that is in the range that it is because you're comparing it to Bitcoin, right? Like that's how you get those numbers, right? It's because what you're comparing it to is like, what is the max that Bitcoin can go? Okay, everyone thinks that Bitcoin's gonna go at 10x. Okay, cool. What is Bitcoin right now? Oh, 100K. Okay, so what is the max that XRP can go? Around $22, $20, $22. Why? Because that's the equivalent fucking market cap to Bitcoin. So that's your metrics. And to have an evaluation is basically saying, like, if you're gonna say like, oh, we're gonna go to a $300 XRP, well, in comparison, that's Bitcoin at $1 million. You're not going to see $1 million Bitcoin anytime soon. So why would you see a $300 XRP anytime soon? It's not going to happen, right? So to be in reality based, because you have to understand that, oh shit, that $1 million Bitcoin is basically all the money of United States. Like, holy shit, that's crazy. So
to be clear, I'm not looking for this year a $20 XRP. I think that honestly we can get to $5 to $6. I've been saying that for years, easily.
Yeah.
So that's the range that I expect us to go, and I think that's a win for me, quite frankly. I mean, let's be real. I mean, God, most of us have been here since 25 cents, 9 cents, some of us. So yeah, I mean, that's a huge win, $5.
Yeah, if you like. Once we tip Bitcoin and we become number one, that's uncharted territory. We can do whatever the fuck we want after that, right?
Well, in order to tip Bitcoin, anything can happen. What, $22 or $21 right now?
That's only $22, right? Yeah. And if Bitcoin 10x's and goes to $1 million, that's only $300. That's only a $300 XRP, and that still ain't shit. So even at those prices, we're still all winning. So it's not like we're all sad. We're still making a hell of money.
Shoot, most of us are winning right now. Let's be real. We've been here for years.
Yeah, but those are all reasonable price points. They're not nothing wild or crazy.
It's the year from July 4th to July 4th, 2025 into 2026. And that is when we're going to have this mass explosion. And $5 or $6, we're going to have that. I mean, easy. But when you get into November, December of this year, it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be $20 by the end of the year, I think.
Nah, I hope you're right. You're messing with number one market cap territory. That's like, that's breaking news headline type shit. I don't think we get breaking news headline type shit until next year, like summertime.
Yeah, but if BTC pushes up to 250 or 200, then that's more room, and XRP has to go higher to.
It's the year of the Lord's favor. Anything could happen.
I think it's going to be higher than, especially if something happens like this month. or in the short term. Like that sets up a whole nother level for September, October, November, December.
Well, like more monkey business. He goes, I cashed out all my XRP and went all in on Rub-a-Dub.
Behold, the ancient Uncle Buster's Rub-a-Dub.
One rub awakens the hunger, but two, elemental chaos.
Is that coffee on meat?
It's called Rub-a-Dub, baby.
Hand-blended coffee-based seasoning made for meat, forged in Hodler fire. Upgrade your flavor game. Uncle Buster's Rub-a-Dub, the official rub of legends.
Rub-a-dub, Bubba.
Had to plug it. Had to plug it. Sorry, guys.
No,
Back to
honestly, bro, I think that we $6 XRP gets all the ETH people in. I think when a $6 XRP that gets ETH people in, or even a $5 XRP that gets ETH people in, or even $3 lows, even if it trades at goes to $5, goes back at $3, even around those ranges, it's still going to bring ETH people in, and then that pushes to a $9, $10, maybe even $13, which then gets us closer to a challenging Bitcoin range. But I don't think
it's like I always say that the DTCC makes us rich. That's the flip. Once that even begins, we're done.
But even if we keep it in a traditional retail or speculative run, and BTC starts pushing up more, we got to $3 without BTC money even coming in XRP, which is unheard of. Because that, if you go back to 2018, it was the trickle down, right?
Yeah.
So we're at $3 without any of that, and it might be different this time, but
the derivatives.
No, man, we're in a good spot.
So
I think
the derivatives market is so big, $4 quadrillion.
Yeah,
I mean, once they just drop the baby gates and let that start happening, we're going to see massive inflows, and that multiplier is going to hit. And I think that a 2-digit XRP this year is an underestimation.
Bro,
I believe in bears. I'm the fucking cuckoo bird. I believe in bears. I think we're going to have a flip the switch moment, but that flip the switch moment will not be its full potential. It'll be 1,000 or 500. It'll be fucking 100, 200, something like that. That's a fucking flip the switch. We're at 200 overnight because we're all fucking grillionaires at that point. But its full potential is the 10K, 50K, 100K, fucking 3 million. Let's go. 30 million. Let's fucking go.
They ain't
what I mean?
flipping it, bro.
They're flipping it enough for us to be fucking bonkers.
Triple scoop ice cream cone because you're gonna be licking.
See, I think honestly, I think that Buster's right about the ramp up, but I also have my own rendition of it. I believe it's going to be a chunk ramp. It's going to be 50, 150, 250, like that, and it could go over the span of a 6-month period to get to 350 or 500 or whatever. But it's going to be chunks.
I believe. I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe the catalysts are two factors. Okay. I believe the catalysts are one factor, which is regulation, and I believe the catalyst is the second factor, which is Judy Sheldon's proposal for the 50-year, convertibility of treasury bonds. Right. I believe those two factors weigh the future of where this is going, and the reason being is that because Judy Sheldon's proposal directly affects stablecoins because Ripple holds treasuries. Correct. So that means if you include a gold convertibility into stable coins, that indirect's going to affect everything else. I mean, I think that we're going to get a price appreciation from that alone. And then you have regulation before that. I think that regulation is going to set things alone because you have the whole Bitcoin tether Howard situation going on. And then you have the NIST and the hacking. And then right now you have a lot of shit going on with Ethereum and the devs and their packets having malware and stuff in it. So I think that we first affect Ethereum people. They get on board, they see a ramp up, emotions start kicking in, FOMO starts kicking in, and then FOMO leads to random regulatory clarity, everything gets settled and everything done, and that leads into even more FOMO and everyone else that's coming in, and it's just an emotional pump. And I think that's where we get a Solana type, $7 to $200 type pump, is through like FOMO of regulatory clarity, and then everything being legit, being like, this is the de facto solution, and in that level, like that's going to be a utility run. But
you also got to consider the degradation of the dollar. If everybody starts seeing the dollar is the shit dollar going forward instead of
it's collateral. Dollar is the collateral of the world. That's what gives it sauce.
But if it's losing its buying power, and if that trend continues, people are going to be bailing, and it may be RLUSD, but they're going to get into digital because the cash is trash.
No, it's not. So how it works is that the T-bills is the sauce. The think of cash as a product of the Federal Reserve. Think of the Federal Reserve as a private company, and the product of that private company is the dollar. Okay, think of it like in that manner. Okay, within that manner, the whole value of the product has nothing to do with the company. Okay, the whole value of the product has everything to do with the underlying supporting asset of that value of that product. Okay, what I mean by that, it has everything to do with T-bills. So the fact that we print more dollars means absolutely jack shit. Okay, it's actually a superpower. Okay, for the fact that we're forced everyone to use dollars to interact with our global system, our global trade system, to buy goods and services, right? That's what makes the dollar powerful. That's why no one can do it. And for the fact that every other currency is paired to it, and their fucking thing is going down, ours isn't, even though shit is rough for us, it's even worse for them, is for that reason, right? So the only problem with this whole situation is liquidity. And that's what I'm saying is Judy Sheldon's proposal has to come in at some moment in time to re-inject liquidity back into the system, which revamps and brings back prosperity through purchasing power, right? Because
she said July 4th, 2026 is when she'll implement the gold-backed treasuries. I want to shout out Nelson. He goes, RPM. He's talking to RPM in the chat. I just need a quit bag. Never heard of that before. Quit bag. That's fire. That's like lick your ice cream. You got a quit bag. Watch your mouth to your manager. That kind of shit. And then hold for the future, not just XRP. I'll sell others before ZERPs. Nobody comes between me and my XRP. You know what I mean?
XRP is the foreign exchange sauce. Look at Apex. He gets it. Like, he understands. It'll never go anywhere. It's literally impossible. The whole world is based upon it. For the dollar to go away is basically for the whole global trade system to collapse. Basically, the whole world stops. It's fucking stupid. It's never gonna happen. That's what makes United States so powerful, and that's why we own the future, and that's why people say, "Oh, China's challenging power," and the fourth turn. Yeah, no, we won. United States wins. The only thing, the problem we have is to figure out how the hell do we introduce gold back into the fucking system to level everything out. And when they do that, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna print more fucking money because they can lower interest rates again because they have liquidity to do so. So when that moment in time happens, the wealth gap happens, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. The wealth gap doesn't get smaller; it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It'll forever get bigger and bigger. Right now is the only chance to get on a boat where you don't have to deal with that shit. Where when you're benefiting.
I'm gonna call Chris dude because he's not a bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow and next week feels like everything we've been waiting for. Amen.
That's right, man. I think this shit's gonna go higher than most of y'all think, man.
Hey, Buster.
You're gonna have to survive a green ass market to get to the dummy money, dude.
Even what's his fuck? Charles, dude. You guys missed that tweet? He's like, the catalyst is the fucking the fucking acts coming up. And so once those pass, the Clarity Act, all that shit.
I'm telling you.
Once everything's
I
passed,
agree.
but he's saying that the Giga Chad fucking bull run, he's using old school Wild Wild West crypto market terms. But what he's not telling you is that it's never going to go back down.
I got to drop down, man.
It won't.
What's that, Buster?
I'm gonna drop off. I got to get my girl today.
Ooh, okay.
Later, bro.
I'm gonna take later.
I'm gonna take a piss. I'll be back.
Thanks to everyone that's donating to Papa, man.
Hell yeah.
Amen.
I'm gonna take a piss. I'll be back.
The wizard.
So, have any of you been watching the debt clock?
Yeah, I check in all the time.
Well, it seems to me that the Federal Reserve note is gone from the debt clock, and now, what we're looking at is we've got the future U.S. Treasury dollar on there instead. So, to me, it doesn't make any sense to trade any of these assets for a Federal Reserve note. I mean, why do you want that? It's worthless. The Fed is going to be gone. Trump already said there would be no central bank digital currency. We weren't going to have it. And I take him at his word. He said it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I think this potential removal of Jerome Powell is we're coming to the end of the Fed. We already know that the Internal Revenue Service is done, and that's going to be gone. And I think the Fed's going to be gone, and we're going into a new system.
He also said he was going to release the Epstein files, and that never happened.
Yeah. Okay. Now that's a really good one because I've been watching this really close, and I think what's happened is there's two schools of thought here. He's either playing a game with Pam Bondi because he already told Pam Bondi, he put out a tweet that he said, you either get on the ball or you get out. Okay. So I see one of two things happening. What they're doing is now they've got, I can't think of the guy's name right now, Swalwell, okay, and a bunch of other ones. They wrote a letter and they're calling out that they want the Epstein files released. So he's got the Democrats and the news media going after the file, which kind of reminds me of when he didn't want to put out his tax returns and he forced the deep state to take it all the way to the point where the judicial system said, no, you got to supply them. And he did. But what he did is he set a precedent where he could then look at everybody else's tax returns. Okay, so now he's got the Democrats clamoring to get the Epstein files. So I think he's playing a game with them. And then there's another side to this where originally he wasn't going after Pam Bondi for this position. He wanted Matt Gaetz in it. But he couldn't get Matt Gaetz in it because everybody fucking hated Matt Gaetz. Republicans, Democrats, they didn't want him in there because he'd tear him a new tail. Okay? So now what's happening is in 2 weeks, we're at recess. So once we're at recess, he could literally fire Pam Bondi and replace her with Matt Gaetz. And he would have Matt Gaetz all the way until January. And he could really do some damage with Matt Gaetz. So we don't know. This is the future. We're watching a movie. This thing is playing out. How it's going to actually go, I don't know. I agree with a lot
but that is the only option at this point if something good happens if Matt Gaetz comes in. But if Matt Gaetz doesn't come in, then we're still fucked.
Well, I saw.
But I agree with you, Glenn. I agree with you.
I do too. There's hell coming, and Trump is driving the bus. But it's not about sex bribery, and the island sex bribery. I saw this thing, and it makes a lot of sense. The sex bribery is that nobody was getting bribed. That's why there's no evidence of bribery in the file. There were favors done by elites. They were doing dastardly things, but Epstein ties into Mossad and ties into the British intelligence agencies. That ties into Trump and the 2020 election and the whole Russia get Trump fiasco. That investigation's fixing to start, and that's going to lead into Epstein, and that's going to break everything away from Israel and British, and the control over the United States is going away through that investigation. The favors that were done and the idea or the implication of a bribery situation, because if you went to the island and you did some shit, then you know what you did. But they don't necessarily have to bribe anybody and get caught with anything on paper or any evidence. You know, and I know, that's all that needs to be said. The thing about it is, when they go to how they disrupted America's Congress and the vote, and how they basically kidnapped America, is through Epstein's attachments through intelligence. And that's what they're going after whenever Trump's going after the 2020 election stuff. So it's all going to come out. And the sex stuff and the list, nobody ever got blackmailed because of a list. They got blackmailed because of video evidence. Nobody's talking about video evidence. They don't want to, oh, I had lunch with Epstein. I don't want you to ruin my life because I had a sandwich with the guy. No, if you're on video, you know you're on video. That's all it takes. That to me, when I heard that, it made a lot of sense. And I'll share it to X. I'll put that on X, to Zerker, to everybody's X pages. But you can listen to that Prometheum video yourselves and see if it makes any sense to you. But when this special counsel comes out, there's gonna be some shit.
Okay. How do you guys feel about Bongino, and how do you feel about Cash Patel? Real quick, how do you guys feel about Bongino and Cash Patel saying, and Pam Bondi saying that there was a minute missing, that they've been doing it for ages, and that minute is a normal thing. But if you really look at the footage, like Epstein's cell wasn't even in the view of the camera, so it's like the footage didn't even really matter.
Okay, do you remember when Epstein was rolled out on a gurney? I watched the whole thing, and Epstein was rolled out on a gurney. He was laying on a gurney when they took him out of the prison, and we got photographs of the side of his head. Okay, and if you know, none of us have the same fingerprint. None of us have the same iris. Everything is different, including no one has exactly the same ear. And the person that was rolled out of there was not Epstein, because we got photos of the side of his head, and it was not Epstein's ear. Well, so we don't know all of what's happened. I'm just saying, okay, so there's a problem there. All right. They rolled this guy out to try to show us something that wasn't really true. Now, going back to what he was saying is, now they're going to do this. The investigations are done. They already know. This is now disclosure. They're trying to roll us all in. And those of us that have been paying attention for years now, we already got this thing figured out. Those who have been, I don't know, I hate to say on the left, they're trying to wrap them in and bring in the rest of them to understand what's really going on.
Right now, everyone thinks that Trump's a pedophile, pretty much. What does that look on Trump? How does that look for him? What is that part of the plan? What is that about?
Well,
Epstein is not dead. You know, could be not be. I don't even think McAfee's dead, right? But that's a whole other story. I don't even think Michael Jackson's dead. That's a whole other story.
Trump loves to be painted as guilty and then get vindicated. So he will have his. He will have his day.
Okay. So do you think that he's approaching it the same situation with the same tactic, and that aligns with what Glenn was saying with the Matt Gaetz stuff? That's his weapon. That's his clap back, is to basically kick Bounty out, get Matt Gaetz in, prove his innocence, him basically look like the hero at the end of the day, and then that's the situation is over.
Yeah, unless Matt Gaetz is going to be the special prosecutor.
But then that goes. Why did he say, why are you guys talking about it, and just stop talking about it? It's not a big deal. Everything it was all fake. It was all Obama's fault.
Made everybody talk about it. That made everybody talk about it.
Why did he bring Obama into it? What is that about? What did this have to do with anything? Like that shit was random as fuck. That shit was crazy. Why did he say that?
Because
that made no sense to me.
Well, it may not make sense to. Well, probably why it doesn't make sense to you is because you're you have a different line of intelligence, for example, than I do. I'm an older man. I'm 74 years old. I've had plenty of arrows in my back. I've been watching this, but I don't have that expertise in what I'm going to say. You know, Nerdy can get in here and do all this. I can't do that. But I do have the ability to see things that a lot of people are not going to see because of my experience. And I'm saying that Trump is playing these guys like a fiddle. And when he wants to get something out there, he'll put himself on the line like he did when he was sitting there with Pam Bondi. You know, what are we talking about this Epstein guy? You know, we've heard enough of him.
Yeah.
And everybody jumps on it and says, oh, okay, well, we know.
We got to know.
He is in the files. We know that.
Yeah, he's on the list.
FBI. He talked to them. He told them what Epstein was all about. He kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago. All that shit we know about. But a lot of these people don't know what's going on. So now the Democrats and a bunch of left-wingers saying, okay, well, we know who's in there. They've been trying to get his ass. If they had anything on Trump with Epstein, it would have come out a long time ago, because they know what's been going on, because they've been perpetrating it on all of us. And Trump is trying to bring everybody into the fold so that all these people understand what's going on, and he's going to lay the hammer on them.
He kicked the wasp nest, and be careful what you wish for, because when all the Democrats want to see him on the list and he's not on there, then they're going to expose everything that they've been doing. They put the man in jail. They impeach him. They shot him. I don't give a crap what they do. I don't care what he does to them behind all that. They deserve it.
This is my problem with everyone's narrative, okay? Is this. Everyone's saying that Trump's going to do something, Trump's going to do something, Trump's going to do something, but he hasn't done shit. And everyone's saying, oh, it's going to happen when this happens. When this goes down, that's going to do. When this plays out, that's going to play out. But none of that has ever played out. So
those tariffs are playing out. You can't say he hasn't done shit.
Okay,
but
you say he hasn't done anything.
These are not really looking good for the guy right now. I mean, like he's under the spotlight, and like it's not really looking too good. And then you have everything else going on. It's just it's kind of rocky.
Let's back up a moment. Do you understand what actually happened in the parade where he had the military in this parade? Okay. And they had the paratroopers. They had 10 Black Hawk helicopters come down during this.
Okay. I get all that. I understand all the military stuff, the tribunals, and the I get all that. Foreign occupation and all that, law of order and all that stuff.
Let him speak,
go ahead.
Nerdy.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what ends up happening is now you got Trump standing there with Melania behind all this bulletproof glass during this parade. It wasn't a parade, it was an operation. And then Melania stands in front of Trump. What is that supposed to mean to us? That means the queen protects the king. Okay, then you get Trump standing off to the side, and you get the military guy coming running up there, and he gives Trump the flag that was flying over the Capitol. Okay, and they salute each other. Trump takes the flag, and the guy says, mission accomplished. Well, you know what the mission was? They just took 80 members of Congress in 10 helicopters to Guantanamo Bay. Because and what's happening right now that none of us are really seeing, they're taking these people out. That's why they're now expanding and putting another wing on Guantanamo Bay. That's why they just did Alcatraz in Florida, and they're now revamping Alcatraz off the coast of California, because they got 700,000 indictments, and each indictment can handle up to 99 people. I'm sure that some of them are only one.
My question is, Glenn, is this all that's happening? Show us.
I can't show you. You have to watch and look at everything.
That's my question, Glenn. That's my point, Glenn. That's my exact point, Glenn. Is exactly what Papa is saying. Papa gets it. And that's my point. A lot of people are making up a lot of narratives and stories, but there's like, that's not reality.
Well, that's maybe not your reality.
I think a lot of things are going to be revealed in the coming months, and we're living in the book of Revelations. That's revealing. All these things are going to be exposed. And if you want to quote Trump when he talk about all this, he says we'll have to wait and see. But believe me, there's going to be hell to pay. They shot the man. You don't think he's going to come after him?
Who shot him though? Who did it? We don't know who did it.
It was the Jews. The Jews.
No one knows who did it.
It was the Jews.
No one knows what
It
happened
was
with
the
Epstein,
Jews.
but we're going after fucking gamers and fucking the gaming industry. What the fuck does the gaming industry have to do with any of this shit?
Let me
It makes no fucking sense.
It really wasn't the Jewish people. It was the Khazarian mafia.
Oh yeah.
Are the Zionists that took over Israel and
Oh, yeah.
Ukraine. That's why all these conflicts are going on. And they're going to come to an end. Trump is
And it's
going
the British monarchy that has a stranglehold that tells us to go fight, and our blood is spilled when it's their banking wars that get us into that. So we're severing all those ties. That's what Trump is doing.
That's why the Fed has
Yeah.
got to go. The Federal Reserve is not even federal. It is part of the banking system. And I also believe the BIS has got to go. The Bank of International Settlements is actually the central bank of all central banks. And if you're going to take down the central bank, it's all got to go at some point. How? You will see where this goes.
We all know this, Glenn. We've heard it for 7 years. That's the point, is we keep hearing this, but the American people have reached the end of their rope, and they want to see at least a glimmer of proof of something, anything.
You may have
Exactly.
the end of your rope, but the problem is here, you're talking about hundreds of years of and you're expecting Trump to take it down in 15 minutes. It ain't going to happen.
Nope.
And he
Nope. I don't want the whole product. I want a glimpse of reality, not just talk.
Yeah, like some justice. Like I want to see some congressmen.
Glenn,
arrested.
let me. Yeah, exactly.
I love it, Glenn.
We love it. Like I agree with you. I love the atheism, but check
I
this
agree
out.
100%. I agree
Yeah.
too. I love it. I believe everything you believe, but we're tired of hearing just talk.
Exactly. Okay, these are the points. Real quick, Glenn. Hold on, real quick. These are the points. Okay. No one knows what happened with the 2020 election. That was just like, okay, well, fuck you guys. That happened. No one knows what happened with COVID. Fuck it, that just happened. You know, you guys are retarded. Just know that this happened. Right? Check this out. And then on top of that, all the natural disasters, right? There was nothing with that. Everything that to do with the whole Israel stuff, there's nothing with that. Everything to do now with the Epstein stuff, there's literally nothing with that.
We still don't have answers on Benghazi.
There is nothing. There is no. Everything.
What about
Wiener?
Hillary? What about Wiener and his laptop? What about that?
Wiener and his
Not even
laptop.
Hunter.
There's been nothing burgers after nothing burgers after nothing burgers after nothing burgers, and all we know is the system is the same system that it was during the first term when he said he was going to drain the swamp. It's the same system since then. Nothing, literally nothing has changed. It's been the same shit.
I caught them all. I got them. I caught them all.
But it's been the same shit though. Like nothing has happened. And now what? We're gonna go into a cyber pandemic, bro. You know what? You know what? Real quick, you know what has happened? We have gone through every step of Klaus Schwab's plan. That has happened. Go ahead.
Just take one thing, one simple thing. Hillary. Everybody in the world knows she's evil, knows she needs to go away, know that her whole history. They know that she has killed so many people. Take just one thing like that everybody could accept and show us that.
Okay.
Anything.
I'm going to give
Can't argue that. Can't argue any of that.
now.
There's no argument against any of that. That's true.
Glenn's got the floor. Go ahead, Glenn.
Just a
Sorry,
minute.
go ahead.
So think about what you're not hearing, okay? You don't hear anymore from Hillary Clinton. You don't hear anymore from Bill Clinton. You're not hearing from a whole lot. Maxine Waters, all these people you're not hearing from. And I can tell you right now, from the people that I'm looking at, Hillary Clinton was already hung. She's been tried and hung in a military trial. Show me. Just a minute. That's what's going on in Guantanamo Bay. Okay? And if you will start to watch and dig it, you know what? You dig in. I have. Wait a minute. Let me tell you something. I didn't even know who Trump was. And I was writing a book on how to live 200 years and beyond. And I know that we can do it. Okay? And I stopped writing when he came down the escalator. And I've been in this every day. I spend 18 to 20 hours a day on Trump and crypto. Okay? And I know that God has led me into this. And I'm watching it. And I've got plenty of sources where I'm looking at this and seeing what's going on. But if you'll notice, a whole lot of these people that made a whole lot of noise in Congress, aren't you noticing that you don't hear anything anymore? What is that? Why is it that all of a sudden all these loudmouth MFs are not there now? You don't hear anything from them. You don't hear them. You don't see them. Where did they go?
Okay,
they're
but
disappearing.
Okay, but here's the thing though. Our vote doesn't mean shit, right? Because lobbyists, they have the majority, that they control what happens with the vote, right? You may vote, you may tally up something, right? But at the end of the day, who controls the politician and their decision making and what they do and what's in their agenda is the lobbyist. And we know that. Okay, so technically, and the people who's been funding America has been Israel, and we've been protecting their ass, and the whole damn world is now paying for all this bullshit, and now we're sending our people over there with all these new military weapons. And then someone said Palantir. The first thing that this guy did when he came in, the second time, the first thing that he did, OpenAI, Palantir, Oracle. All this mRNA stuff. Why was that the first thing that he did? Why was that the first exact thing that he did when he came in? And now all of a sudden, no one, like, I get what you're saying, what you're planning and everything, but at the end of the day, what is going on, bro? It's like a completely different story, my guy.
Hey, nerdy, we need a break. We need some entertainment. I sent you a link on your X. The video I was trying to get to you last week. It's just entertainment. It's nothing special, but just something to break the ice here for a minute, if you get it. And also,
it's a point of contention. But I believe is that, sorry about that, Papa. We'll get on that for sure. But what I believe is that there's it's all planned out for us to like fight right now. It's a duality, the dichotomy that's here for a reason. But there will be something. I believe shit is like biblical on a level to where we can't. Outer space is fake. Fucking Nephilim have been here forever, and it's one of those things where we'll get evidence, real deal evidence, and it'll be spotlighted, and then all of us are going to come together at once. Here's the thing, though: all of us are going to come together at once in a concerted way that they want us to be. So, in other words, this goes to the nerdy, the dual, the Donnie discerned war. It's a Gentile war against the tiny hats.
Just another psyop. One psyop after another.
But they want us all against Israel. That's what they want, because all this shit's coming out about how corrupt it is and everything. And I just like Q was allowed to come out and wake people up to critical thinking. Why if they were all in bed together? That's the thing. It's weird. I have viewpoints that are in line with Glenn. I have viewpoints that are in line with Nerdy, and I understand totally, Papa. I've been fucking screaming that for years. Where's the arrest? Like these like day fucking one. Yeah. Trump should have cut the heads off of 500 Congress members for just insider trading alone. Trading alone, not to mention dual citizenship with Israel. Not to mention fucking all the sick sadistic shit at Comet Pizza and Hillary and all that shit. We've done all the research though, for sure, Glenn. Everything you're preaching, we know. We've read it. We watched it. Remember all the fucking nurses from Planned Parenthood? I have that shit on a hard drive somewhere. It's like 100 hours
on a hard drive, bro.
It's 100 hours of nurses literally testifying that they eat and sell babies from Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
Hard facts, truth. Like, what the fuck? And I haven't seen a result since. It's just been talk, and I get it.
If we're gonna talk about change happening, let's just forget about Trump for a whole big second. Let's just not talk about Trump at all for a little bit, and let's just focus on what happened and what is happening today, and why it came to the reason that it is today. Okay, the whole Islamic versus this Israel war stuff. How did it came to be to begin with? Okay, this has nothing to do with Trump. Let's go way back. Okay, first you have the introduction of 3 motherfucking important ass people from one very fucking important ass people. Who was that? That was George Bush Sr. And who did he introduce? He introduced Hillary Clinton, he introduces Dr. Fauci, and he introduces Pelosi. Okay, now those 3 motherfuckers has been fucking everything up, the whole damn country, the whole goddamn time.
Talk about Senior and fucking Prescott. What about Prescott being a Nazi banker?
Exactly.
He's fucking Senior, George W. Bush Senior. That's his dad, Prescott Bush.
Exactly. Now check this out. Hold on, Glenn. Check this out.
Sorry, I interrupted Nerdy. Sorry, go ahead. Nerdy.
But with this whole situation, it was George Bush Senior who was the one who said that, hey, we have a globalist plan, we have a new world order, and we will succeed. He was the one who said that. Okay, a Republican, right. George Bush Senior. Okay, right. Go on. If you keep going on, who else did these people also introduce? Barry Sotos. Okay, they introduced Obama into this whole picture. It was them. This whole 2-party whatever system. No, it's one big ass system who introduced all these people into this thing. It's the opposition role, right? And then this guy comes in and does all this horrendous acts. But what was his main focus? His main whole focus was, hey, I'm Obama and I lost pallets and pallets of cash in Iran, in Pakistan. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. And none of my people and none of my administration can answer for what happened to the money of cash. That all of a sudden it disappeared. All the weapons, everything that we had, all of a sudden fucking disappeared, and no one wants to talk about that part, right? Now, forward to Joe Biden's administration, the same shit happens. How is that not a coincidence that the same shit fucking happens? Okay, and now we have a war that's going on, which is again the opposition, which is Trump coming in and say, hey, look at these bad people, they're bad people, we have to destroy them, we have to kill them, when we're fighting the same motherfuckers who we trained with our weapons, shooting our fucking same men and women. That makes no fucking sense. The whole damn thing is orchestrated to the fucking max.
Give me a moment and let's back up to George W. Bush. Okay, you remember when we had the funeral of Bush Sr. and McCain? Okay, most people didn't see this. Okay, when those 2 funerals took place, and you go back and you look it up, and
I know about McCain. McCain was there for Osama. He was the one who orchestrated the whole damn thing.
Let me finish this. We had a double funeral. George Bush Sr. and no name McCain, and we had the coffins laid out. This is when the envelope, if you remember, this is when the envelopes were passed out to a bunch of people inside that funeral. And what most people didn't notice was the flags were placed on their coffins upside down and wrinkled. Okay, so that meant that they died in dishonor. So this goes all the way back to them. Trump, they were already cleaning these motherfuckers out back. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. They were already cleaning this. They were clean.
Say it, Glenn. You're good. You're good. It happens. You're human.
They were already cleaning them out back then. We already, when you look at what Obama did, Obama had to send the pallets of cash, okay? He had no choice. He was bribed. Why was he bribed? You remember SEAL Team 6 was annihilated by Hillary Clinton and Obama? They were taken out.
Yeah, that was that Benghazi shit. Yeah.
They had Benghazi. They had the proof of it. And that's why he ended up having to send the pallets of cash to Iran. And when they said that they took out, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. They never actually got him because they moved him and they got a double. Okay? So we've been living through a psyop of all kinds of crap that's been going on. And you look at it, you go, well, is anything really happening? I believe a lot's happened. And I think that as we get down the road here, we're all going to probably go through a moment in time where it's like, holy shit, is it coming to an end?
Yeah.
And this is when the people are going to finally wake up and realize that they've been slowly taking down the deep state through all of this and draining the swamp. And I honestly think that Trump didn't even realize the swamp was deep and as wide as it was when he got in.
Oh, he knew. He knew. He admitted that he knew.
Let me talk about this. So Master Coin XRP goes, wow, I'm full MAGA, but Glenn is a whack job. Bro, we're all whack jobs. We've all been whack jobs. You wouldn't fucking be here if you wouldn't. And by the way, I'm going to talk some shit because fuck you. Okay? So Master Coin XRP, you're a fucking lurker. And Glenn at least has the fucking huevos to fucking come on here and do this.
Do you remember when the guy came on? The guy came on and said, it's only been a month since McCain was put to death. I mean, died.
Yeah, exactly.
So here it is. So let me see though. Like, so he goes, I watch the congressional hearings all the time. They're all still there, unfortunately. But what we fucking don't realize and don't think about, because the shit just gets swept under the rug, is that T-Dog's on fucking True Social approximately a month ago and literally reposts some shit talking about how Joe Biden's a clone. You mean to tell me that they have an advanced cloning technology since Dottie the fucking sheep in the 70s?
Absolutely.
You call me a whack job or not, I don't give a shit. Fuck, a year ago, Nerdy was the first motherfucker to bring up how they track you in your own home through Wi-Fi signals. He was the first and only motherfucker who talked about that shit.
Somebody tell me what the fuck is going on with the snake eyes. What's going on with the snake eyes? And that's all you need to know. There's something going on with these eyes that are flipping out.
Fucking eyes. Well, what about the Vatican? That shit, the whole church, their whole fucking church is like designed like a snake. But what I'm saying is, all of this research is critical thinking, whether or not it's wrong or psyop or not. It's all here to be able to ask those questions. Why the fuck did they do that?
All right, here's listen, this is my argument, okay?
Do you think they took lead out of the paint in our homes?
Okay, check this out, Glenn.
Wait a minute, because it was dangerous. You know why they took the lead out of the paint? Because they couldn't spy on you. They can't see through the lead. So they don't want your homes painted with lead paint.
Ooh-wee.
Think about these things. I mean, I studied a lot of crap. And there's a lot.
So here's the thing, okay? With everything that you're saying, it defends the politician, and I get that we have idols that we develop emotional bonds with people. We want people to see succeed, okay? I get that, okay? But at the end of the day, okay, these people are still fucking puppets, okay? What people don't realize is that there's men and women who have died, who sacrifice their life because they believe they're on a mission or doing something, and no one gives a fuck about them. But everyone who wants to, like, I get like a lot of MAGA people, like, you want to like, fucking Trump, let's go save the world. Like, I get it, I fucking get it. Like, trust me, I fucking get it. But at the same time, there's a lot of people who are being sacrificed because of this. Look at COVID. Look at all the people who, like, none of that shit needed to happen. Like me and Zerk agreed on the point.
To vaccinate themselves against it.
If they wanted to wake people up, the great awake. If they wanted to do that shit, they could have just fucking done it. They didn't have to go. None of this shit. None of it had to happen. To be honest, all of this shit.
It has to be your choice.
For the fact that he was elected for the second time, it's for the fact to show everyone that he's part of the club, and no one wants to still admit or talk about why did he not put his hand on the Bible. What happened with that part?
I'll tell you what.
A lot of shit has not been answered. It just happened and nothing happened.
It's always a fucking excuse, and it's fucking wild, bro.
What about the fucking shooting?
What
about a lot of things?
Just a minute, Nerdy. Here's why he didn't put his hand on the Bible. Okay? Because he bankrupted the United States of America Corporation in 2018. And so when he got elected this last time, he couldn't put his hand on the Bible because he wasn't swearing to the corporation. That's exactly why he didn't do it.
Then why is my gold fringe still on my flag? Get that shit off my flag.
You know what? think about this, if you think about the task that he's undertaking, and I truly believe that he is God's David, okay? He's there to slay the giant, and this is not an easy task.
And I don't agree with that. I think that's fucking ridiculous, to be honest.
Okay, but that's
I think
why
that is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, to be honest with you, Glenn. And I love
let
you
him
to death.
let him finish real quick.
No, it doesn't. You know,
Hell no.
one thing about me, I don't or what I say.
You shut the fuck up too, Norseman. Go ahead, Glenn. Go ahead.
If I start telling you all the things that I think, you're gonna think I'm crazy. So what's the point?
We're way past that.
We're gone past that point, bro.
Guys,
on that one.
Glenn's talking. Shut up. Go ahead, Glenn.
When this gets down the road, and we see what really happens, and when you start seeing the video footage in Guantanamo Bay of these people being hung for treason, and then you'll start saying, well, maybe there was some shit going on back there. And when you think about you guys know about the 700,000 indictments, and you can have up to 99 people in each indictment. How many people is that? That's in the millions. How fast do you think you can run around and arrest and convict that many people? And you can't even use the judicial system in the States because it's fucked up, and they're trying to clean it out. Why do you think these judges are trying to stop Trump every step of the way from removing illegals and everything else? So they got the deep state had the judicial system. They got it all wrapped up, and they're trying to clean it all out. And it just doesn't happen in a day and a night.
You're right, Glenn. And one of the reasons why this is all done behind the scenes, undercover, is because look at the cities that were burned down and the riots that happened. And if you put this all out in the open, it looks like Trump's out on a revenge tour, and he doesn't want that to happen. He wants that to be done by judicial, by investigations, by the law. And it's got to be done slowly so that people realize what the fuck happens, so that when this does come down, they understand what it is. And if they just did it and ripped the Band-Aid off, they would burn this country down to the ground. These people would go nuts.
Well, Trump
Probability of anyone going to jail with this administration for all the things people are doing are like 15%.
Okay, Trump doesn't want to start a revolution. And what most people don't realize, when 2020 took place, he didn't concede from the presidency. He's still commander in chief and has been all the way through. And he turned us over to military law. I've seen the videos. You saw them when they were talking about it and accepting the fact that the United States was now under military rule. And they're not trying to throw that out there, but that's the way it is. And it's the military that's actually in control. And one of the reasons they had the military parade in that operation is because they were bringing more military into the U.S. and placing them into all, especially the blue cities, because they knew that we were infiltrated by millions of people and that they were going to be a problem. And at some point, it would be more than the police or anybody could handle, and they were going to need the military. That's why he deputized all of the National Guard, thousands of National Guard. They're all deputized. They're all around the U.S. so that they can help with the military in cleaning out all of this insertion. And, I'm watching it. I'm convinced of it. And you know what? Shit, maybe I'm a dumb shit and I don't even know what I'm talking about. But we'll just see where it ends up in the end. I am totally convinced of this.
Well, all that is happening at the same time. We have like a whole bunch of like Islamic cities that are coming out. We have like basically states and cities that are being run over, and you have this prayer that's now being on loudspeakers 5 times a day. And everyone is saying that, oh, we're being saved, but no one wants to talk about any of this whole time. All of this plan's been going on. No one wants to talk about all the churches that have been being burned down. No one wants to talk about that has been destroyed. Israel's right now blowing up churches, and that we're funding it, but no one wants to talk about that part.
We're talking about it right here.
You get what I'm saying? But no one brings that.
This is relatively small compared to This is relatively small compared to the population.
Like whatever you're talking about, Glenn. There's like a. I want to say at this point in time, it's like a doctrine, right? Like you believe this doctrine that this is happening, and then everyone everyone repeats the same doctrine over and over again. Like I've heard, like it's like what do you call those people? The people that knock on your door all the time. Jehovah's Witness. It's like Jehovah's Witness coming out your door and preaching you something. It's the same thing. But at the same time, it's like it goes to Papa's point. It's like none of that shit is happening. It's been the total opposite. Everything is actually going to shit. And I guess what's going on with the whole money system. Like I get that part, and I get what you're saying about all the military stuff. We've talked about it. I brought it up all the time, and you're literally preaching to the choir. But at the same time, it's like our point of view is that we understand your point of view and we agree with you. It's not that we don't disagree with you. We get what you're saying, but at the same time,
we were all Glenn.
Is what the fuck? We were all you at some point in time, Glenn. That's why we understand what you're saying. But what we're saying now is we're past that. Like what Papa said earlier, we're past all that. And now it's like, okay, all these people have died. Everyone has been sacrificed, and still we're believing this narrative. I mean, what happened to Elvis coming back, or Junior coming back, or all this other bullshit, or Diana, or all this other shit? Like none of that shit was real. None of the shit is true, and none of it happened.
Well, you also have to look at it too, because I think that part of that whole QAnon movement was hijacked, and they started putting out stuff that was incredibly ridiculous, so that it would change the whole narrative of it all being ridiculous. So you got to have discernment about what you're going to look at. Q said, watch the water, and every city in America is flooded. I mean, look at what happened. So is that happenstance? We got volcanoes erupting.
No, we're still waiting. We're waiting on the same shit that Glenn's waiting on. We're waiting on something to crack and pop and fucking bend and whatever.
It's not on our time. It's not on our time.
But what you're talking about, Lizard, is coordinated perception, which is technically a fucking psyop, right? Where someone tells you something is going to occur, a prophecy is going to happen, and the same people who predicted the prophecy or some random entity lets those events happen because they were the same people who announced the prophecy to begin with. And that's how religions have started all over the fucking world for history, right? Like come on, bro. It's like the oldest trick in the book. And it's the same shit that's going on today. And I don't get, like, these are CIA cyber, like, psyop tactics that we use in other regions of the world. And that same thing is being used on us. We literally have an army psyop division,
that's
right?
correct.
The whole ghost and all that other stuff. And those same tactics are being used on us. And no one is like, oh shit, I recognize this. I seen this in 2001. Like,
but here's the thing: to give hope to the whatever we want to call it, the people that are getting real hyphy about it and like passionate about it, the early MAGAs, whatever you want to call it, to give hope to them, we are still alive. They haven't aside from the poisoning of our food supply, and meaning everything in the grocery store is Black Rock, and it's all poison. You know, and RFK is not working fast enough. Fuck your food dyes. No, how about we stop seed oils in every fucking thing? You know what I mean? How about we stop sugar?
Nothing's gonna taste good, Zerker. I don't want to taste that.
You know what tastes good is fucking beef tallow potato chips. That's what tastes good.
Why don't you stop sugar? You know what? I haven't had sugar. I'm 74. I'm 75 this year. I haven't had sugar in my home. I haven't had sugar in my home in 50 years. I don't drink soda pop. I don't touch donuts. I don't eat ice cream. I don't eat candy. I don't eat any of this shit. I already had this figured out a long time ago. I stopped with all of it. It's up to us.
Hey, Glenn, but you haven't given up the most important one and the most dangerous one. You're still chasing them women.
The man's got to eat.
See, I love this. So, like, you look at Glenn, and he's 75, and then we got Papa that's like 69. Bro, you think you get, like, you weaken and things, and sure, you guys might think you're weak, but, like, one of these two motherfuckers right here pop you in the mouth, you ain't recovering that quick. These motherfuckers got old man strength. They'll fuck your shit up still. You know what I mean?
I work out 6 days a week. I'm benching 85-pound dumbbells. Okay? at my age. I'm doing front squats from a primal squat position with an 80-pound dumbbell. And I have guns. I can lift. I'm strong. I can outpace most any of these 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds without any problem.
Papa, it's not him.
Glenn, I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna come over there. We're gonna race.
The women. It's not him chasing the women. The women are chasing him, bro.
We got to do something about the gonorrhea.
I actually stopped chasing women a couple of years ago because I couldn't afford it and couldn't buy all I wanted in crypto. I said, I'll get back to the girls later. Right now,
I'll get back to you.
Spending money right here. This is where all my money's going. And I've been doing that for quite a while. And I think it makes the most sense because I'm looking for my future. I want to get the hell out of here. I want to get back to the United States.
Let's get Glenn.
After Obama got elected, I knew about the 16-year plan. 8 years of Obama followed by 8 years of Hillary Clinton, and we wouldn't even be talking. We'd all be dead. I left. I built a rock crawler, and I left California, which is my home, born and raised in Los Angeles, and I left Huntington Beach, and I went up to Big Bear. I built a rock crawler. I left. I drove all the way through Central America and ended up in Panama. And that's where I've been for 15 years. I'm done with it. I want to get back. So
a lot of people do. And here's another mind fuck for you. A lot of people want to get back. And all the people who left thinking that they were going to be exposed for island crimes are now going to say, there's nothing there. I'm coming back. And once they get back, click, click. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people want to come back to America. And when they come back, it's going to look different.
Crimes. And so nobody's clicking nothing. One of the things that's been a plus for me about being here is we don't have the aerial assaults. I'm on a property where I've got a well. The water is clean. The city water's fucked. They put fluoride in it. The cows here are all grass fed. Okay, I don't trust the poultry here. And when I was living in the States, I was flying all my meat back in the 90s and the late 80s. When I lived in Huntington Beach, I wouldn't buy beef in the grocery stores. I was going to U.S. Wellness Meats in Missouri, and I was flying all my meat in that I was consuming. I understood this. I studied health and nutrition for more than 50 years, so I already knew what was going on. That's the only reason. You know what? I haven't had a cold or the flu in 30 years.
Ooh,
I don't get sick. I don't have any of those issues now. Okay? I'm not on any medical drugs. I don't take them. I've had a couple of bouts where I've had to do I can't even think of it right now. Where I had dengue fever because the mosquitoes chew my ass up. Okay.
Oh, you had to take some like antiviral something.
No, ivermectin.
Times, but I don't take anything for blood sugar. I don't take anything for a heart. Every time I go in, see here, every time you go for a driver's license, you have to see an internist and go through all these tests. And every time they go through my, I ask, well, how old is this person? They go, this is like the results we would get from a 35-year-old. Okay, everything is in order.
Did they put a camera in your butt?
No, I will never. They're never going to fucking put anything up my tail. They can take that and stick it. Anybody that's going to be able to have that scope, nuts.
Oh, I'm dying. I'm fucking
it ain't
dead.
happening here. When I was 50, they wanted to do that shit to me, and I said, you know what? You can forget it. I do. Okay, I'll give you another one. I've been doing coffee enemas for over 50 years. Okay?
Yeah.
You have no idea of the benefits of detoxifying your body. I have other routines that I do. I do zeolites. I do bentonite clay. I've done coffee enemas. And I do this all on a regular basis. And yeah, it's not the greatest thing in the world to have to do a damn coffee enema every day.
But what's it taste like?
It cleans out your liver. It cleans out your intestines. And well, what we learned back in the 70s is that all disease basically started in the colon. And I learned about this because I was always sick as a teenager. I was vomiting every day. I couldn't hold anything down. And I met a holistic chiropractor who started teaching me what I do. And I never looked back and I never stopped. So, well, that may seem like, oh, that's kind of crazy. But I remember in the 80s when they were laughing about doing coffee enemas on radio, and it turned out that Janet Jackson was actually doing them because she knew. And it's very important for your health to detox. Why? Because you got aerial assaults going on. They're poisoning the food, they're poisoning the water, they're poisoning the earth, and you have to do extra to get this out of your system. And you guys can take
So next week, guys, I'm coming with the Maxwell House. Everybody bend over.
Ooh-wee. It's good to the last drop.
I use a different brand.
Glenn, we agree. We agree with 95% of everything you're saying. But we realize it, and we know that we have to take better care of ourselves. And we understand that all the things that are happening behind the scenes are maybe there, maybe not there. We know about them. And so we understand and agree. And I just want you to know that.
Good, thank you. Well, definitely. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be. Let me tell you what. I'm hardcore when it comes to this. I see it a certain way, and I'm on it. Okay?
Well, this is the thing. It's the apologetic psyop that we've all been, brainwashed into, where you're sorry for this, Papa's sorry for that. No, motherfucker, it's our honor, Papa. Let us fucking take care of you. You know what I mean? It's fucking.
Who could be blamed? Who could be blamed by falling for any of these tricks that they got?
Well,
who could be blamed?
Well, we're going to go into a monetary circle, so to speak, or realm in our own individual lives, where we're going to have to un-traumatize all of this stuff. Because having don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with saying sorry. I understand, and I get it. But it's that old guilt that the Christian guilt or whatever growing up. Oh, I'm sorry for being a burden. I'm sorry, and it's a dude thing too. You don't want to be a burden on other people, especially other dudes, other guys.
We're gonna have PSTDs.
We already have PS titties. Like we already have. What I'm trying to say is that PTSD literally is in all of us so deep that we're not even aware of it. And so what happens when you're a grillionaire and you can snap your fingers and make anything happen? Where you're the boss of your own kingdom, you're going to be amongst other bosses of their own kingdoms as well, which is this entire show. Like, we all know where we're going with this, but at the end of the day, what happens when you're a grillionaire and you're sitting in your house because you're humble and you're sorry about everything, and your house isn't what you maybe want it to be because you don't want to be overzealous, you want to stay humble, and we're gonna have to unfuck ourselves of I got 40 years, shit, Glenn and Papa, they got 70 years of psyop to undo, to unravel.
That's true, and we're all gonna have to get used to humidity.
I mean,
well, let me just say something about the. I figured it out back in the early 70s. That's when I stopped watching television. When you remember you remember All in the Family?
So you didn't see the Fall Guy?
I didn't even know that. The deal that whatever that was, he was the Apprentice. I don't see any of it. I don't watch movies. I don't even own a television. I haven't had a television in years.
You didn't watch the $6 Million Man?
I did. I don't watch nothing. Okay?
Everybody watches $6 Million Man.
I turned my TV off in the 70s when All in the Family was playing. I stopped reading newspapers because I knew it was all horse shit. And
Archie Bunker was too much.
Archie, yeah. No, but these are facts. So I don't refute what Glenn's saying. He's not lying to us about the fact that he turned the TV off in the 70s. This is like the primed brain of Glenn is literally like Bill Cooper level on a pale horse type level.
Definitely,
early bird. Yeah, so it's one of those things where we're sitting there laughing at Glenn when this motherfucker's smart as shit flying his beef in during the 80s. From grass-fed pastures, I don't know about you, but like,
No, I'm not laughing at Glenn. I love Glenn.
No,
I love
I'm not
Glenn.
saying any of you guys are, but what I'm saying is if you're in the chat and you're like, fuck this guy, he's a whack job. No, dude, we're all whack jobs in our own respect.
We all came to the
up.
same conclusions. Yeah, we all came to the same conclusions at one point in time. I mean,
And all of our families disowned us. Don't want to hear anything. We're crazy. And the money is going to legitimize all of it.
At one point in time,
I have a question for Glenn.
I thought there was time traveling involved. I thought there were different Trumps. I thought there
was the weed in the 70s better than the weed in the 80s, 90s, or 1000s?
Yes.
The weed in the 70s were better?
Hell no.
Yes.
We
Dude,
right now
nowadays,
better.
dude, I
The
was
variety
a 90s,
was more.
I was a 90s baby, and that shit was fucking garbage. The shit nowadays, you breathe it secondhandly, and you're annihilated.
Well, back in the 70s, I mean, that's what we call dirt weed. It was coming out of Mexico.
Mexican dirt weed.
Yeah, and I don't know, somewhere, and I never smoked a lot, but now and then I hit it, and I haven't had any in years, but it seems to me like it was probably in the late 90s or maybe even 2000 where you could get the really the sticky buds.
And that's my era. Welcome to my era, Glenn. You're smoking my shit.
I gotta get you some moon juice.
Because
I gotta send you some moon juice, Glenn.
No, let me tell you something. During your moon juice is why. During that moment in time, during that moment in time, during when all that stuff was around, because now everything is just cush. Everything it's just the whole thing is just saturated with fucking this cush everything. Okay, it's kind of really disappointing in it. Anyways, before there was blueberry, there was fruity pebbles, there was different flavors, there was different phenotypes and genotypes, and people used to mix it and used to create and be like it used to be like master chemist, and you go to this different grower, and this grower has this most tastiest Skittle tasting fucking weed you ever tasted in your life. And like, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. This actually tastes like Skittles. You're like, what the fuck? And like all that stuff is kind of dead, and now everything just
now China owns it all, and they feed you what they want.
Now. Yeah, everything is just like, even at Zerk was like, what the fuck is that? Like, but doesn't it not smell like alcohol? He's like, yeah, it smells like straight fucking alcohol. I was like, yeah, bro, that's. And people call it gas, but it's basically like, it's so fucking potent to this point that it literally just tastes like fucking alcohol.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that ain't right. That ain't right.
Damn.
My wife was original. My wife was is an original hippie. I mean, we grew up back in the 70s. There's three kind of weeds. There's the dirt weed, there's Panama Gold, and Maui Wowie, and that was it. You didn't have all this other shit.
What about Alaskan Thunderfuck?
Alaskan Thunderfuck.
What about Ice Stick? Yeah.
Mine was a bitch.
Bro, blueberry was my favorite. Blueberry was so hard to come by, but blueberry was so good, and it legit tastes like fucking blueberries. And then there was fruity pebbles that literally taste like fruity pebbles, and it had all these different colors to it.
So it's been a decline. It's
been a decline. It's been institutionalized, and that's what I'm saying. The same shit that happened with everything, it's the same thing happening with relationships. It's happening with the world. Is everything's being institutionalized, and everything is like basically everything is transactional.
Taken over by the Jews.
No, everything is transactional, right? Like marriage is transactional. A relationship is transactional. Nothing is like, what the Bible said about being transformational and sticking with your person and growing something beautiful together. But like none of that even exists. Like everything is like, how much money you got, motherfucker? Are you making this much money?
Exists. I think it exists here because look what we're doing for Papa. So what you're talking about is what we're doing for Papa. So there are pockets of humanity left in this world.
Yes, and I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is that the social dynamic of the world is not what it should be or what it used to be, and it's changing. And it's changing for a reason, because the world that we're moving into is turning into, or everything is standardized, and that's part of institutionalizing shit. It's standardizing everything, relationships, expectations, fucking education, everything. And now we're just becoming robots, where we're just like on this machine, just like, okay, boop, 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 boop.
I think you're exactly right. But to be successful, you have to have people that can think outside the box and do what needs to be done on a daily basis to increase productivity. If everything's standardized in a business or anything else, and it's just this is my job, this is my assignment, that's all I'm gonna fucking worry about. That is an unsuccessful plan, and that's what the plan the whole world is on, and that's why that shit's over now. So we ain't even gotta worry about it no more.
Did you say moon? Did you say moon juice or moon Jews? Yeah. Go ahead, Glenn. Glenn, go ahead. Your turn to talk. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was saying that, see where Nerdy's going with this, but the reality is, or at least what I believe is, we're now going to split from the third dimension, and those of us who can make it are going to go into the fifth dimension, and all of this shit is going to leave us, and we're going to be in a whole nother realm, and we're going to be living a totally different life cycle. You wait till the med beds come out, and we're able to age progress, and we're able to
do it all.
Yeah, now I'm going to say, well, what are med beds? Well, study, go look it up. You figure it out for yourself.
I agree. I agree, and I acknowledge.
We're moving into a new realm, but we got to clean out the dirt, and that's, I believe, what God has put Trump in here to do. And while sometimes it doesn't look like it's getting done, it's a hell of a job. And I thank God that he's placed Trump into this position to do it, because I don't know anybody else that could do and deal with what he's doing and take the shit that he's taking from everybody, including getting shot in the face and anything else that's taken place with him. And he's still on the move. This guy
Did he get shot though? Did he really get shot there, or was it a WWE blood pill?
I
Or did he cut himself with the razor real quick?
Now there's a video. There's a video of Trump standing at the podium, and he's doing this thing. And right when the bullet passes his head, you can see a notch coming out of his ear. Then he reacts. It's super slow mo. There's a video of it
so
actually.
He did get shot. He did get nicked.
Yeah, the ear was there, then the ear was gone. I mean, it was like bang.
But we don't know who did it though.
The Jews did it.
Well, okay. If you go back and you look at the video, go back.
No, that's not an answer.
Back to
that's not a fucking answer.
Videos,
Go ahead, Glenn.
Fired by the guy that was on the roof. That kid, he was the patsy. If you go back and you look at the video, out of that window, there was a Secret Service guy, and there was a gun that had lace over it, and he's the one that took the shot.
Fucking Jew.
Secret Service that tried to take him out, and it wasn't them. So, at least that's what I saw.
I remember the water tower. What we were doing, so we were looking into it big time, the boys, and the water tower was a big thing. There was a zip line going to a van that led back to a fucking like armory, family armory of not Crooks, but the other guy, the dead body on the roof. His family.
Guy on the water tower. There was more than one potential shooter, just like with John F. Kennedy. Oswald didn't shoot John F. Kennedy.
The grassy knoll.
Backing
to the left. Yeah.
He didn't shoot him. He was the pet.
So here's the deal. Here's the wrap up on this whole conversation. If you believe that we're heading into a new life where we're not going to recognize anything, like Glenn was saying, right? And you know that we're in a new age, and we know that this happened in this time, and it's this time. That's the only reason why it happened. But if you truly believe that, and you know everything's going to unfold the way we know XRP is going to move, there's nothing to worry about. There's no problem that can't be handled, because you know it's all going to be different. So whatever's heavy on you, right, is now the time to get rid of that. Because whenever you get rid of all that weight, that goes back into Glenn's ascension. And the higher you can ascend through your belief, through your goodness, through your purity, the higher you ascend, the further away from the planetary vibrational pull that is this whole conundrum we've been fighting for thousands of years. And if you believe we're really going to another place, then live like you already mooned, bro.
You know what? The only
what that
reason
sounds like, to be honest?
we're having a debate about this, and I'm just stating things that I believe are fact, things that I've seen. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm the hell out of here.
Yeah. Glenn, Your old ass doesn't have that much years to live. We have to live through this shit. So while you're gonna say peace out, we still have to go through this. So we won't even to be able to tell you how this all plays out. But I promise you, whenever I do see you again one day, I'll let you know how it played out.
Glenn's going to
He'll
200.
be benching our fat asses with each hand, dude. let's go. What's that, Gary?
Glenn's going to 200.
I've got to show Nerdy something, just so we're clear on this. This is business card, okay? And read what it says right at the very bottom line.
I can't read that, Glenn. You have to read it to me. What does it say?
Living 200 years and beyond.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. Show the screen again, Glenn. Let it zoom in.
Okay, what is that? Is this? Why is it?
That's his business card, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. It's coming in backwards, but it says living 200 years and beyond. So you may be 30, you may be 35, and I may be 75, but I got a lot of years ahead of me, and I'm going to get rich, and I'm going to be living a long time.
Bro, I want what you're fucking eating. I want ship me some of that beef. Ship me some beef.
Hey,
I'll get some of that.
Hey, I'm going to give you a hack. Have you ever heard of the product called Shilajit? Okay, Shilajit is basically like dirt comes out of the Himalayas. Okay, it is basically humic and fulvic acid. All right, it is total mineral content. Now, what I do is I go to the garden center and I can buy a liter bottle for about $8 of humic fulvic acid. You mix it with water and you put it on your plants and accelerates their growth. I take it every day, okay? And I have 2 cats that I give a drop on their necks every day. Not on their necks, but the pescuezo, the chicken necks. My cats have never eaten cat food. All they eat is raw chicken, a little bit of raw fish, and some raw bacon. They don't get.
Are you going to bring them back to America with you?
Oh, I'd never let these guys go. They're 12 years old. They wouldn't know what to do without me, and I wouldn't know what to do without them. So yeah, if I'm leaving here, these babies are going with me. I only wish I had the ability to ask them. Cats don't like to be moved, okay? And I wish I had the ability to ask them, you want to come with me or do you want to stay? I have to end up making that decision for them, as I consider them to be my friends. And they're welcome to leave, but they never leave. And I feed them every. So
you gotta learn Cantonese. You gotta learn how to speak Cantonese, Glenn.
Cantonese.
I talk to my cat all the time. We talk all the time. You gotta learn how to talk Cantonese.
Hopefully we're so close to moon that we get to like private jet Glenn's ass out of Panama, and his cats could be in the cabin, but not the fucking cargo hold.
I leave.
You know what I was gonna say earlier? I was gonna say earlier that
let him go. Go, Glenn, and then go ahead, Glenn. No, go ahead. Finish what you just said, please.
I just said that if I leave here and my 2 cats are going with me, I'm going on a private jet, because I won't subject them to a commercial airliner, because they won't even get in a car without screaming. They don't like that shit.
Sorry, Dirty. Go ahead.
That's okay.
No, I was gonna say earlier when everyone was talking about space and all this Trump stuff and dimensions and all this other stuff. It sounds no different from the Zodiac girls that talk about all the different zodiac signs and judging people and all this shit's gonna happen. It's kind of like the same conversation, but for men, right? Like if you really think about it, it's kind of funny.
It all goes back to the Matrix.
So,
go ahead.
You want me to really whack you out?
Oh, do
whatever you
run
want,
it.
Glenn.
Stun it and run it.
What people don't know is that we have Commander Thor and the Light Beam families here on Earth taking out the evil from underground. And Commander Thor has been here since Eisenhower, okay? And he's part of the Light Beam families. And they basically come here from Venus, Okay.
Are you talking about Valthor?
Yeah.
No,
so
hold on. Let him
he's talking
finish
about
this.
Arcturians and fucking
No,
dude,
let
we
him
went
finish.
down that shit too.
I need to hear this.
Yeah.
Keep going. I need to know more about. Keep going.
Tell him the
You're
story
not whacking
about
us out, Glenn. We're not. You're not whacking us out. Most of us have read up on that stuff too.
All right, so-
Agartha. And yeah.
I don't really have anything else to say, but Valiant Thor and the Light Beam families, they're here to help humanity get out from under all of this
low vibrational lifestyle.
All I gotta say, Glenn, is I know what you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. I just need them to get their ass in gear because they've been taking long enough.
Amen. Let's
It's
go.
that time.
And
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that I love you, Glenn, and everything. My personal view is that it sounds fucking crazy. It sounds absolutely ridiculous. I don't think there's any kind of fucking light beings or any kind of anyone destroying evil or anything like that. I don't think there's anyone from fucking Venus. I don't even believe spaces. I don't even think anyone can go over there, let alone fucking.
You're gonna have to have the Brad Garlinghouse look.
Yeah,
Brad Garlinghouse.
There's so many conflicting viewpoints with that narrative that is just like.
Hey, let's get off subject. Let's get off subject for a minute. Let me get this out of the way because a few people have asked about what happened to me, and I'll be quick about it.
Yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
My ZBack account on Uphold got hacked. I lost that. So I went to Uphold on their site, their official site that I go to all the time to buy, sell, trade. They sent me I had to go into chat to a accounts manager. The accounts manager, we text back and forth, and he handed me off to Zendesk. And that's where my trouble really started. That got involved a fake Ledger Live, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Now, my take on this is afterwards, I have went back now after going through the FBI, Secret Service, all this kind of crap. And I'm going to talk to them again tomorrow. I went back to Uphold again on my official site that I still have an account there with. And I go to ask them, hey, I want to have you send me back to Zendesk. And they text me back and go, what are you talking about?
Oh my God.
What does that tell you? It's an inside job that some account manager there is sending people to Zendesk to get them ripped off. And Uphold has no account.
We need to get this to the attention of Uphold and let them know what's really going down, because you're right. This is definitely an inside job that people are playing, and they're basically figuring out how old someone is and how much money they got.
That's as bad as receiving an email from Zen, whatever the company was called. You get it, and then you click on their link, and you're done.
Yeah. So let me ask a question now, because I've been having problems with Uphold, and this Zendex. Basically, what happens is you have to log into Uphold, and then you log into Zentex, which throws you into their support department. Is that correct?
When they send you to Zendesk, Zendesk takes control of your computer. It's crazy what happens, and then they've got everything, and then you're just done. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's an inside job, because they're sending this guy sending you that we're so close to the end. They figure, screw it, I don't need this job. We're going to do everything we get and get every bit of money and we'll be rich, and we won't need to have our job at Uphold. Because
it keeps your numbers down.
What's that?
And it keeps your numbers down because you, as a manager for Uphold, have settled all your business.
Right.
You don't have a backlog.
No,
Right.
the fucked up part of the whole situation occurs when the guy asks Papa for his keys, for his ledger, for his cold wallet, which no exchange should ever do.
There's
No.
an individual involved. That individual sent him there. It wasn't Uphold's policy, I don't believe.
That is what happened.
No.
Individual fucked them.
Right.
Yes.
It's
Someone
a team.
deliberately stole from him.
Yes.
So here's where I think what Papa, based on what Papa just said and what Nerdy's been saying, and I think it's kind of in line with what Hardlight's saying, is that Papa, either it's an inside job, which makes sense because what you believe it is, it's definitely an inside job. But here's the thing, the link spoofing. So they might have said, hey, go over to this link or something like that. And maybe you didn't realize it or whatever happened. You or whoever may have sent you a link and then you clicked on that link and whatever. But let's say you revisited it or you had to go to bed or something. You woke up the next day to try to deal with it. And then you clicked on another link or something like that. So there might have been some sort of link spoofing.
No, there was no clicking of links. It was
then
a
how did they get a hold of
direct
your computer?
It was a direct line from Uphold. The guy, the accounts manager, directly sent me to Zendesk guy.
Yeah, but how did he
And
send
hooked
you?
me up.
Did he tell you to go to Zendesk.com?
No,
Or did he
did it.
He
clicked me over. He clicked me over to Zendesk. He said, "I'm
On the
handing you
phone?
No, on the computer." And then the phone got involved with Zendesk, but on Uphold, he clicked me right to this guy. He said, "I'm gonna hand you over to a technician now that can handle this."
That wasn't Uphold. That was a scam from the gate. That's what it was.
Yeah.
No.
It was on Uphold. It was on Uphold's their official site. I was on the same site I go to every single time.
It was an Uphold employee.
On their chat with their account manager, and he sent me directly to this Zendesk. I didn't have to click shit.
Okay, now you need to everyone be quiet. Everyone be quiet. So what you need to do is compile those messages, okay? That direct interaction that you had with Upholds, whoever this person you were speaking to, that information is key. That's how you get everything back.
But that live
Where
chat
do I
is gone,
find that?
bro.
I don't have that live chat. I don't have
the
it.
live
They
chat
do.
is
I'm sure
gone.
they've got a copy. Uphold could probably find it if they wanted to, and that's why I'm going to get a hold of.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to talk to you after this.
And forward them.
I'm going to talk to you after the show, and we'll get this figured out because I think it's going to be recoverable.
When he says Zendesk, he's at ZENDESKSSO. Okay. And that's where you authorize the application on. That's where you authorize it. You hit the authorization, and that throws you into support. So if that's where it went wrong, that's with Uphold support. And right now, I've been fighting Uphold support for a week and a half, 2 weeks. And that's where the index comes from, because I'm looking at it right now on my computer.
So what are you saying?
The reason I'm saying this is buyer beware. Everyone, if you get involved with Uphold or this Zendesk, stay the hell away from this Zendesk, no matter what you do.
Yeah. So to simplify what's going on, hold on. To simplify what's going on is that Uphold has an internal issue. Okay, so their support system. So Papa spoke to an official representative of Uphold. Okay, the official representative of Uphold sent him to their third-party support, which is through Zendesk. And when Papa spoke to the Zendesk, which is their third-party support, that third-party person stole everything from Papa via getting access to his computer via remote, telling Papa to follow these instructions to give him remote access. And then secondly, the main thing that happened was how he lost all his fun was asking for his cold wallet security, the security phrase. Because of those two actions, he was able to view the amount, how much Papa had, and then two, asked for the keys to see the amount that he had. That is exactly what took place.
So it was a chat discussion box. You weren't talking to anybody on the phone. You were on the Uphold website. It was a chat discussion box, and then you got transferred to a Zendesk support from Uphold's chat discussion box.
He linked his computer, gave him the control, and they
it may have been AI driven. It may not even have been human.
Human.
That Uphold now has no idea what I'm talking about. When I ask him about Zendesk, and they go, "We don't know what you're talking about." Basically,
see that employee. They'll know who that employee is. It's easy to find that employee. unless that record is gone completely, unless he wiped out everything. But I'm sure they can find out what transaction number that was that you called about, and then see that you left the building, and then that happened, and it's going to be easy to find out what employee did that to you.
I've got all that. I've got all that written down. I've already given to Secret Service. I've already given them all that information.
So here's my question: is you visited the same Uphold website? Could that have been a spoof? How did you get there? Did you click on a bookmark? How did you get there, Papa? That's the question.
I want to throw this at Nerdy real quick. Nerdy, I got Zindex on my computer right now, and this is the URL: https://wallet.uphold.com/authorized, and then it gives you a whole bunch of string of numbers that actually looks almost like a wallet address.
Semicolon is incorrect. It should be a full colon, then //.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, it is a full colon. You're right.
But at the end of the day, what are you getting to, Glenn? And also, how did you get to that website, that Uphold website, Papa? That's also another question. We could sit here and fucking hypothesize about what happened, and Papa believes one thing, Nerdy believes this. I don't know what to believe.
Is actually Uphold. It's their support department.
So you're saying that Uphold legitimately is crooked.
It is Uphold.
All right.
That's why when we talked about this, I was fighting this damn thing with them, and I couldn't get anywhere. I couldn't use my card, and then Nerdy, he told me about using ACH, and I did it, and I was actually able to make 3 transactions. And Uphold keeps telling me that it's the bank, and the bank is saying no, it's Uphold. And then when Uphold told me that the problem is that your address doesn't match, that was bullshit. Because I went back to the bank, we talked about it, and I've been using the same address, same everything for 4.5 years, and now all of a sudden it doesn't match.
Right. But your story is different than Papa's, even though I understand your frustration.
Well, I'm
not defending Uphold at all. I'm trying to get down to brass tacks.
Nobody asked me for my seed phrase, and I would have told them to stick it up their ass.
Yeah, but Uphold does change the address, though. All of my addresses have changed that I used to use from Uphold. It doesn't stay the static address.
The question is, what the fuck happened with the Zebek in his Uphold originally? That's a what the fuck.
Yeah.
So why did your Zebek disappear from Uphold out of nowhere for no reason? Does that make sense?
Well,
so that essentially,
only unless somebody from Uphold took it.
Right. Or there was some sort of glitch where his account went to 0 or something like that. But it sitting on Uphold and it going to 0 is weird because I've never experienced my shit just going away like that.
I think taking the ZBEC was the bait, and then later on they set the hook.
Okay, but that's a huge fucking deal saying something like that about this exchange that we've all used for years and years. I'm not defending Uphold. This is not me defending Uphold. This is me trying to fucking figure out logically what the fuck happened. But maybe the only logical reason is
this is why
that it is crooked or there is a bad actor. I don't know.
After 4.5 years of using Uphold without a problem, I'm fighting them right now, and I can't get anywhere. And their support department won't even answer me now.
Okay.
I want to know more from Papa about what happened with the ZBEC.
Yeah, because it's about what happened in the very, very beginning.
Yeah. What exactly happened?
It was there one day, and I went there the next day, and my account was zeroed, and that's when I had to go. I could do nothing. My account was locked down. I could not deposit. I couldn't transfer. Couldn't do anything. I had to go to live chat and talk to a service manager, and that's what got the ball rolling. That sent me from there to Zendesk. And then on top of that, let me add another one. On top of that, they went to the trouble of faking a Ledger Live that looks real on an email, saying my Ledger Live account was compromised.
Oh, boy.
And I contacted Ledger Live themselves from off of my Ledger Live, and they said, yeah, that's fake. So that's what I'm saying. It's not,
so you were targeted from the start then?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, you were targeted from the start, and so that goes to beg the question: is were you even talking to official Uphold support to begin with?
That's my.
I think so. I think, I mean, it was the exact same site I go to. I went to the same, it's on a bookmark. I go there, I do my business. I've dealt with them for, I've done countless transactions and buys with them and transfers and cashes out and all this other kind of stuff. I went to the same one. It's the exact same setup. Everything looked legit there. I mean, there wasn't anything new about it. I didn't go to a different link.
Papa, have you ever logged in to your account from an email? Like click the link on an email to go to your account?
No.
It could have been the fact that maybe your laptop could have been compromised, meaning, in other words, that bookmark could have been replaced by a bad actor that had remote access to your laptop.
So also, if you're at a company and you're missing a file or you need a download, you have to go and talk to customers, client support, and then you call tech support, and then they have a way to link your computers together through Teams or through other programs. And then they can move your mouse and go whatever and push whatever buttons they want to. Once they got control of the laptop, that's exactly how they pushed them right into zeros. I mean, they click the buttons and send it themselves.
Yeah, but how could they get into Ledger if his Ledger wasn't plugged into the computer?
He gave him his seed words because he thought it was a genuine desk.
Oh, shit.
So that's where it all leads.
That's why Zendesk takes control of your computer. I was sitting there watching my computer being controlled by Zendesk.
They did the button pushing.
I know, but they shouldn't need remote access though.
Okay. I have Zendesk right now on my computer. They don't have control over it. It is just a messaging system where I tell them what my problem is, and their support comes back to me with whatever answer. I either agree or I don't agree. I put another message in, and they come back, but they never have control of my computer.
Right. So the genuine Zendesk probably works like that. But what we're getting to is that not only was the Zendesk website he was on was either a clone, a scam, but also furthermore, what I believe, I'm not going to speak for Nerdy, but what I believe me and Nerdy are talking about is that we're alluding to the fact that the original Uphold website that he was on was an exact clone designed to scam people. You know what I mean?
Like it. That's why I read through the URL because that's Uphold.
I don't know if it's genuinely Uphold's fault, and that's why he calls Uphold and goes.
So if you're working at Uphold, at tech support, and you send the guy over to this other company, and then you're the other company, hi, it's Becky, then you're the guy that takes over the computer and ships it straight out. It's a one-man operation. This thing, he sent it to himself and then did it because he's tech support. He's savvy about that shit.
The biggest question is what link was clicked, which was obviously a bookmark.
Yeah.
What link was clicked originally to get to Uphold? And if it was a bookmark, how did that bookmark get tainted?
It came through the front door of Uphold. The employee is the crooked one
You're
sent
saying that Uphold fucked him. What I'm
and it's
saying
off the books. It's off the books.
Listen. The real question is, what was the method of accessing support? That is the main question. Was
you agreed to share?
No. Listen to the main question. The method of even accessing support, to approach support. What was the method? How did you get to that point? Was it through a direct official Uphold site? Was it the same site that you've been using and you've been logging in and everything was fine? Or was it a different site that it refreshed and then the URL changed and you didn't even realize and it was that? Or how was the method of you getting to that support is a real question.
I think he uses 2 email addresses and sends it to himself. He's the company. He's the one that answered the question.
No, Lizard, you're not understanding. He got on his computer, opened up his fucking webpage. He has a list of bookmarks. We all use bookmarks. He clicked on the same bookmark that he's trusted for years now, and that click bookmark was somehow compromised. That's what I believe Nerdy's alluding to.
Yeah.
So,
okay, let me just say how I get there. I'm on the Uphold website, right? And then all you have to do when you have an issue, okay, you click on more.
No. You're missing. You skipped ahead. We're talking about when you get on Uphold, Glenn. You power on your computer. You open up Google Chrome or whatever your browser is.
I'm not talking
that
about Glenn.
is the point of what we're talking about. We're talking about how do you get to Uphold? Do you type in www.uphold. whatever the fuck? Do you type it in physically?
I'm talking about Papa's situation.
And then I just do 2-step authentication, and I'm in.
No. I'm not talking about signing into Uphold. I'm talking about you going to the Uphold website. You're doing it from a computer. You're not doing it from your phone, so it's not an app. It's not an app. You're opening up a browser, and how do you get to Uphold, Glenn?
No,
That's the question.
I already have it in a tab.
Yeah.
So when I open up my computer, I got like four windows. I got 50, 60, 70 tabs on every one of them.
So you never power down your computer? You never turn it off? You never restart it?
But when I turn it back on, all my tabs in Brave are right back there again, and I never type Uphold's address in. It's always there. I click on it, and then
that's not how it works, though. Glenn, that's not how the internet works. When you power off your computer, you restart your computer, it doesn't automatically open up websites. You have to click on your browser. Exactly. You have to click on Google Chrome or Brave or whatever you're using.
It's when I click on Brave, it opens up all my windows and all my tabs, and all I have to do is click on the tab. I don't try to pull all that crap up.
So you never really shut your computer down. You never really restart it.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I restart it, but when you're using Brave, it gives you the option when you boot it back up.
Oh, restore web pages. Okay.
All your pages, and I just restore everything.
Okay, so you must shut your computer down by like an electrical switch. You don't shut it down with the Windows symbol in the corner. You must just go click and turn it off.
I shut it down with the Windows. I boot it up. I boot it down properly. Okay. I shut it down by going to the tab on the far left corner. I click it. I go shut down the computer. It does its thing. It shuts down. And when I go to boot it up, I do the same thing to start it up. Okay. And then I log in, and then Brave will tell me when I click on the Brave symbol on my toolbar, it will give me the option to start up all my tabs and all my windows.
So you must have a setting clicked that states or gives you the option to restore all your pages that you're always usually on. This is what I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with this is what I'm familiar with. When a computer is shut down improperly, you turn it off through a fucking whatever, through a switch or something like that. You turn it off. You don't do it through Windows. You don't shut it down properly. And then when you power it back up, you press power on your computer. Then when you click on Brave or your browser, it'll go, this computer was not shut down properly. Do you want to restore all your previous pages? Yes. And you say yes. But what I do is when I shut down my computer properly and I booted it back up properly, it doesn't give me that option. So you must have been perusing around the settings in Brave to give you the option of dealing with the same tabs.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a settings thing.
I want everything right back the way it was when I turned it off. Whether I shut it down properly or I freeze the computer and have to boot it up from there, I want everything exactly the way I left it.
Okay.
And I can get it on Brave every time.
Okay, so that's interesting. There must be a setting on Brave that I wasn't aware of. So that's cool. But back to Papa, the whole thing is he had chosen, which I'm familiar with. This is how I do it. I'll use a bookmark. And so what I'm curious of is if that bookmark was compromised. So in other words, there must have been some sort of like wild fucking porno that Papa was watching and he clicked a link, or some special on 30-06s and fucking 1911s, and there was some funky link he clicked and somebody got
that is my porno.
Oh, that's his porno. Oh, I love it. So, but that's what I'm alluding to, is that from the gate, and that's what Nerdy was talking about, is that from the gate it was compromised. But Lizard King wants to, let's go fucking burn down Uphold headquarters.
No. I said there's an employee that works at that employee that works at Uphold is going to jail. I mean, it's so easy to find out who that was that it's ridiculous, and especially the contacts he's made and the people who are looking at this. This dude's cooked.
But that may not be the truth, though. It may be just simply that Papa's laptop.
I'll put money on it. Shit, I'll bet.
Fucking.
Okay, guys, ready?
But we're trying to get down to brass tacks for everybody, for their curiosity, because everybody's going to always think that it was a scam. That's why we're having this conversation. Everybody who's watching, all you 280 people watching, we're literally trying to figure out what the fuck happened to Papa, and we're doing it in real time. So,
okay, guys, ready?
Bada boom. Do it.
So when you go to Uphold, so this is the official uphold.com site. You scroll all the way down and you hit Support Center. Okay. Support Center.
And that's what Glenn was getting to, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it opens a new window. Hold on, and
You gotta share that one.
Hold on, I gotta share that one now.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
I'm getting sweaty and I gotta piss again too. So we should probably
2 minute titties.
2 minutes.
Hold on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Share that. Share right there. Okay. So
Got
now
it.
it gets you to the help center. So now you're in the help center. Okay. So now it says, okay, now you're in the help center, support help center. It says, hey, how can I help you? And it has options, common options. Then you scroll down. It says, hey, contact us. You go, okay, I'm gonna contact you.
Yeah.
And it says, hey, are you gonna do you have an account? And you log in. I was like, nah, I just want to contact you. So you hit contact us.
Oh, that's not sharing
Okay,
either.
doesn't work?
You have to share a whole
Okay.
entire screen.
So you click login. So you click login. Oh, did it go? Is it showing you my login?
It says Zendesk
No,
SSO.
it's going. It's going. Okay, there it goes. So it says Zendesk SSO, and this is what Papa's talking about. Is this part
And that's exactly what I have.
right? And it says authorize, and then if you authorize it, asks you for an email or whatever, and then it's gonna you put in your information, and then it goes there. Okay. So whatever Papa is talking about is an official partner of Uphold. So whatever is happening is an internal problem.
Yes.
You get it?
We got OGs back on deck.
I'm having internal problems with them.
There
Somebody's
could be
going to
two,
jail.
there could be. Let me point this out. That there could be
Run
two
it, Bishop. Run it.
There could be two possibilities. I've been writing code since I was 13, and trust me, these could be two possibilities. One, nefarious. Someone at Uphold sent them there on purpose because they're trying to, grab some money. Two, the other possibility is that he's got some kind of spyware already on his machine. It doesn't take much. Any of us can do this. What you do is you get back behind each web page. You go to the HTML. You can do it in Google. You can push. There's a code button. You push it. You can see all the code for the entire page itself. All you have to do is copy it. You copy the entire page, and as soon as you run it in the browser, it looks exactly like the same page. So all you have to do is just change. Like say there's a button to be pushed. All you have to do is change the code behind that particular button and just say, I want it to go to this location, and then put it back on the machine. And then when they open the page up, it's the exact same code, except that one button may have it's got a link to somewhere else. So
It's just an open close contact.
Yeah, because what browsers, they interpret. They don't. The code is interpreted. So the code is read and then displayed. That's all it does. It's just a reader. So you can change it. Any of us can do it. So I suspect that he's got someone on his machine already. I think he probably doesn't have needs some kind of virus protection. And also, you should be cleaning your history out. I know somebody just said, I think it was Glenn, said he wants to open up exactly the same. That's what you don't want to happen. You got to clean that out every couple of weeks or so. Clean your history completely. That way you delete everything that anyone could ever get behind the scenes and change. It's a headache, I know, but it's the safest way is just to clean out your history and go back into your pages again.
Yeah, but there. Okay, but
Thank you, Bishop.
There was important facts, which was the first fact was that the person that Papa originally spoke to sent him a malicious link for his ledger, meaning that was the first attempt at trying to get his seed phrase, and because that attempt didn't work, they proceeded to help him. And as it proceeded to help him, they achieved their main objective eventually, was to obtain the seed phrase. So the person he was originally talking to was malicious. Now the only way how he can be talking. Now, the only way how he can be talking to the person to begin with was if there was an internal, someone sent it to a person that he knew that worked at Zendesk and that was sending Papa those links that person, that employee working at Zendesk was sending to Papa himself. Had nothing to do with Uphold, had nothing to do with Zendesk.
I agree
it was
with
the employee talking to Papa, sending him this stuff and sending it maybe to his own personal wallet or whatever.
That's why I said the first option is what I believe in, and I believe it was nefarious. I think there's a link. I think there it could be individual. It could be you and me, Nerdy, working in you.
Definitely.
You get a job at Uphold, and I get a job at Zendesk. And
Uphold gave it a 95% chance. Uphold gave it a 95% chance of being a nefarious actor. That's the employee. He's fired. He's going to jail. If you ask Uphold, that's the story.
Of course they're going to say that.
But
yeah.
Zendesk outsources their employees. Zendesk doesn't have like a home office. Everything is outsourced.
Right.
You
But
don't know who the hell you're dealing with.
But what Bishop just touched on is the fact that there might have very well been a code change to Papa.
It's a possibility.
Yeah. So
with that being said, Bishop, what do I do with my computer now? Do I take it to a shop, have them clean it out?
You should definitely have some kind of virus protection to scan it. Something really well to scan it and look for it. Sometimes you can actually find it yourself. You actually see this one program that makes no sense, has some weird name to it, like sitting on your desktop. I mean, most times they just put it on your desktop because that's kind of common. Desktop is common. It's just the word desktop. So you might find it there, some weird file, and it could be anything. It could be a bad file. It could be it's just something weird. You look for anything strange, but you need to run a virus protection over it.
My virus protection, whoever it is, I can't remember who it is now, but they send me things regularly saying everything's okay, everything's funky, nothing was found, checks were done, but nothing comes up.
Yeah, it's somebody. Now remember, you're dealing with people that write code, so they make it hard to find. You can take it somewhere and have someone look at it professionally. Definitely some kind of what do they call it? Investigator. What do you call it? I forget what they call it. These are specialists that actually look for viruses. But Best Buy, they have people that can do it easily. But yeah, I would have someone look at it and make sure there's nothing there. Definitely.
Now, does this guy, I mean, I'm trusting another human being at a shop. I'm gonna hand my computer.
What else can you do?
Does he have the ability to get into my ledger again?
Your seed phrase is the only thing that protects you, quite frankly. Anybody can get it. Once they have that, they can get in from anywhere. It doesn't matter. Your best bet is
what you're saying is he needs to get rid of his ledger because he needs a new seed phrase.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. His best.
That's history. I've got two new descents. I've already got two new descents. They'll never see the light of day.
Yeah, that ledger is no good to you anymore.
No, it's history.
Wow.
So there's a few different theories that we've come to. So summary of this entire conversation is there's a few different theories, but nonetheless, be careful, be vigilant, clear out your history. What I'm hearing from Nerdy is be careful about Zendesk. Never give your keys away. All the gobbledygook. But it's unfortunate, you know.
And one thing I say,
it's real, you know.
Yeah, but as a security admin and as a network admin, I will say this is that a lot of antivirus softwares introduce malware into your computer because they use it as a backdoor to updates.
One thing you can do to kind of protect yourself is ask for a ticket number, and when you're talking to the person, ask for the number that they got assigned to that help desk case and get that number. If you have that, then you know exactly.
Well, you automatically get that with Zendesk.
I got all that. I got all that written down. Secret Service has got all that information. Every ticket that I did.
Oh man, they toast.
Yeah, the best thing anyone can do is not have anything on the computer. Just update your computer regularly. And the best practice is user, right? Because 90% of things there's a user error. So not clicking malicious links, understanding what you're clicking before you click it, and things like that will 100% protect you from any interacting with anything malicious, rather than depending on other things to, you're just introducing more backdoors.
This is one of the reasons why I personally like EliPal, because it never touches your computer. Never.
And this is another reason why I love the Apple ecosystem. I know people don't like it, but I love the Apple ecosystem. I think everyone should get into the Apple ecosystem. I think passkey was the best thing ever fucking invented, and everyone should utilize passkey. And if you're on a Windows computer, you should double think about switching to a different platform like Apple. But
Well, I like to have multiple devices. So for instance,
I get it, but
you got a crypto phone, you got a regular phone, you got a crypto laptop, and then you got a regular gun porn laptop.
That is another way to do it.
Yeah, but No
And
matter
buy a
what
cheap
you do,
laptop, put good security on it, and only use it for whenever you're transacting.
Right.
Yeah, everyone should have a physical security key for unlocking or entering any of accounts, no matter whatever account it is, whether it's your Facebook, Instagram, X, your email address, your bank account, no matter what it is, you should always be using a physical key and not Google authentication. Don't be stupid. Don't do that. And if you are using Google authentication, make sure that you have your email account secured with the same key. Like those are the best things that you can do
So
to
how do you
protect
get
your
the
ass.
physical key?
Look at Papa. I'm helping Papa out secure his ass, and we're gonna make sure this shit never happens to Papa ever again.
Hey, Papa, shoot your old ledger and put it on YouTube. Let's go.
Yeah.
So, well, how did you get the physical key?
You can buy it from the store.
Best Buy.
It's a
You can buy
physical
it from
device.
Best Buy. Yeah.
So it
Amazon
allows
Prime.
you to log onto your computer, but only if you use that physical device.
So you go to Amazon and
Yeah, but when you buy it from Amazon, you make sure you're buying it directly from the
Yes,
YubiKey
yeah,
store.
that's another thing. Yes. Bring that up.
Not
That's
some religious
true.
person.
Yeah, don't assume Amazon is where you buy. You need to go to
Yeah.
you need to go to the company's website
The
and buy it
company
directly
store,
from the
yeah.
company. Don't buy it from Amazon.
okay, I'm
Exactly.
in Panama, so I can't go to Best Buy.
Well, you can buy it from the Amazon
That's not what I'm
store.
saying.
I didn't
I'm
know.
saying
Just
if
order
you
it over
wanna-
the internet.
What
Just
I'm
order
saying
over
is
the
if
internet.
you're going to buy Descent wallet, buy Descent wallet from Descent. Don't buy it from Amazon. Because I can buy Descent, I can buy 20, 30 Descent wallets and then put my store on Amazon, and I can just go and change make sure I got back doors into your Descent wallet and then send it to you.
Yep.
Yeah, but a lot of companies use them as a distribution.
Yes,
a lot of
but
companies
and that's why they have a little
Amazon,
sponsor
yeah.
tag. There's a
Yeah,
sponsor
exactly.
tag.
And that's what
Let's
we're
say-
saying, Glenn, is making sure that you go to the official store.
Does it make more sense to go to somebody like Caleb and Brown?
No.
Okay.
I'm against
I'm not gonna say no to that.
anyone that holds your keys.
Okay, here's a problem. Here's a problem that digital asset investor and oh god, I can't think of his name right now. They
Brad
keep
Crimes.
Brad
No.
Crimes.
yeah, really. They keep touting
Shout out Link too.
capital.
Well, they get
and they
paid
keep
too.
talking
Don't
about-
forget that.
They keep talking about putting your assets into I Trust Capital because you can't take them out. And then I'm like saying, well, if I put my XRP in I Trust Capital and I can't take it out, I can only take out why would I do that?
Because it's only for
Glenn,
rollovers. It's only
Glenn.
for retirements. I
Glenn,
Trust
if
Capital
you-
is retirement. You're not supposed to be able to touch it.
If you were
And if
getting
you-
paid by these companies to say it, you'd probably say it too. So
Yeah.
think of it that way. This
Yeah.
is paid. They're getting paid to say these things.
DAI, Brad Crimes, all them, they have massive sponsorships. And so
Yeah. So
they-
don't don't just because they
that's the
say
fucked
it, don't
up thing.
believe
We got dudes that meanwhile that are smart as a fucking bullet. They're smart as a tack, but these guys are not up to snuff because they didn't grow up in the 80s, 90s. And you know what I'm saying? They grew up in an era where there was no computers. And so they're trying their damnedest to get up to snuff. And you have to damn near have like a bachelor's degree at the minimum at their age to be able to understand computers modernly. But people like Nerdy, me, you, like we're at this level where we were breathing computers growing up.
And you know what?
this is all true. This is all true, but this is the reason why if people like Caleb and Brown, it's just if they're, at some point we're going to have banks that control us, and that's when everybody can calm down because they already trust the banks with their money. There will be people like Nerdy and myself who don't trust the banks ever, and we will customize. But there will be legitimate companies. Caleb and Brown right now, they're in that zone where they seem legitimate, but there's not enough regulations yet to control them. So you're kind of too early. I mean, you got to kind of learn this stuff on your own.
Yeah.
Well, it's like let the dust settle, Glenn. Let the dust settle.
Yeah.
Let this shit happen. Let this bull run, for lack of a better word, or moon. Let moon happen real quick. Ain't nobody gonna steal your shit right off the gate. They would have stole it already, like Papa.
Yeah.
They got into Papa because of fucking nefarious shit, whether it's a digital hack on the link or whether it was actually fucking Uphold. inside man. So, but either way, you're going to be okay. They would have stole your shit already, Glenn. But hang the fuck tight, hold on, and don't do shit until what Bishop said is going to happen, where the fucking Bank of America is offering crypto, custody
accounts or so with custodies.
Yeah.
But
beyond that,
stick to the basic rules. Stick to the basic rules.
My computer, I'm afraid.
Glenn, stick to the basic rules. Do not put your seed phrase on your computer. Do not do that. Don't ever do that. You need personally, I have mine written down in the sheet. I have made little metal tags with actually a little a lock around it, and it's in my safe. It's actually upstairs in my safe in a fireproof safe. They have never seen the light of day on freaking online. None of my stuff touches my computer. None of it. I have a separate phone. I have a separate computer. Believe it or not, I have a little small Apple computer if I have to deal with stuff. But don't give anybody your seed phrase ever. Period. I don't care what they say. Don't give it to them. Period. I mean, basic rules. Just stay safe.
And at this point, if you're rocking a ledger and you're plugging into the computer, then maybe talk to Nerdy or something like that. He'll walk you through it, how to get onto another wallet that doesn't require that fucking plug and play shit if you don't trust Ledger. But at the end of the day, Ledger is technically good if you know how to deal with it and you know how to handle it. You know what I mean? Because Nerdy's been buying Ledger and using Ledger for years, and he hasn't been fucked. You know
what Nerdy's gonna say? Nerdy's gonna say, "Hey, you can buy yourself a decent wallet if you click the link below. It's the best wallet to hold your digital assets. It even holds DAG. It even holds meme coins. If you have meme coins, you can hold it on here. If you have SHX, if you like Stronghold, all my SHX people, you can hold SHX and view your balance on your decent wallet. Even if you got Velo, you can hold Velo on your decent wallet. Constellation DAG, the only wallet to hold decent wallet. Decent wallet, Digital Sense, the best wallet to hold digital assets. Click the link below and get one right now."
Okay, so the question I have for Nerdy is, okay, I have a Ledger and I have the majority of my stuff on a Ledger, and I have Ledger Live on my computer so I can look at what's going on. Does Decent do exactly the same thing? If I put my HBAR and XDC and other stuff on the Ledger, do I have that ability to be able to see it on my computer?
Are you talking about XDC on the Decent wallet, the best wallet in the world that you can view your balance and you can set up easy?
That's the one. That's the one.
Easy balance. All you have to do is click the plus sign and just add XDC, and then boom, you have an account compared to Ledger, where you have to do a whole bunch of other stuff. But with Decent Wallet, it's simple and easy. And guess what? Even if you want to hold your Hederas, all you have to do is plus the plus sign and add a Hedera account, and then boom, now you have Hedera on your Decent Wallet. It's easy and simple as that. So Glenn, I say you shouldn't worry, bud. As long as you have a Decent Wallet
and receive your free coffee enema.
My question is, can I view it on my computer?
No, the answer is no. The answer is no, Glenn. It's only an app. It's only an app.
You can.
You guys are victims of convenience. That's the problem.
Okay. Because I won't put anything on a phone because I leave, I can lose my phone. I'm not going to lose my desktop computer, but I can lose my phone. I don't like anything on. I don't even put a.
That's where the keywords. That's where the seed words come in, Glenn. That's where the seed words come in. So in other words, if you lose your phone, all you got to do is re-download Decent and then restore your wallet. But you're also fucking with your seed words more often than you want. That's why you have a crypto phone and you have a fuck around phone.
Yep.
That's why you air gap that shit.
And the brand new YubiKey that you haven't learned how to use yet.
And a YubiKey that works with your phone to where you can only access that phone that's at your house that you never take out and never lose. So it's the same thing as getting a laptop, but much, much smaller. It just stays at your house, whatever. And also Bishop's got a point. He's doing air gap shit. He's fucking around with Elipal, which is only QR codes, where you're not using Bluetooth or anything. But at the end of the day, you just need some help from somebody who you can trust.
Glenn, the decents are really easy for old farts. It really was easy to do it.
But you got new fucking friends, Glenn. You got fucking friends. We're here to help you. Damn it.
We call it the Wild West.
This is the fucking Wild West. Yes. Welcome aboard. Get on the train and just take a breather. Damn it.
Hey, but guess what?
Australia. This is the Wild West.
I want to eat chicken livers. I want to eat like her.
Oh, I thought you said you want to eat the cat. Don't eat the cat.
I don't want to eat the
guess what? If you're not a boomer and you want to get a really, really cool wallet, you can get a Ledger Stacks and put your custom logo on it. Ooh, it's so nice and fancy. Ooh. And even has NFC.
Yep. So, but
I love Ledger too.
You guys
Nerdy,
aren't
what
alone.
about those NFTs? Did you get those out yet?
Oh,
Hey,
damn,
don't
look at
fucking
Gary.
tell me how to live my life, Gary.
Fucking watch
Gary,
your mouth, Gary.
Who the fuck you think you are, Gary?
Watch
You
your
better
fucking
watch
mouth,
your mouth,
Gary.
Making
You
sure I
better
didn't
fucking
miss.
watch your mouth.
Oh shit!
I'm working on it, Gary. Calm down, Gary.
Son.
Hey,
I know it's right around the corner.
It is.
I'll add another one into the mix. You guys got me turned on to XPR, so I bought some of that, just a little bit.
Oh,
just,
you got
just
the
a little
metal.
pay. But for metal pay, I go there for the last 4 days trying to cash out, and you can't. No cash available. None. You can't cash out for 4 or 5 days now. I've tried, and it keeps coming up. Temporarily unavailable.
That's nuts.
Metal pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
that's
Norris.
another show because we're
Yeah.
fucking 3 hours and 14 minutes into this one, and I'd like to fucking pee and have a Sunday. So
Hey, before
let's
you go and have a pee and have a Sunday, can I say something to Norse?
have a Sunday with sprinkles. Yeah.
With sprinkles?
SUNDAY with sprinkles. Let's go. Yes.
Hey,
go ahead.
fuck you, Norse.
Fuck
Get on
you,
the Ledger
Norseman.
game. Get on the fucking Ledger game, bruh. Step
don't
your
even know.
fucking Ledger game up, bro.
Loud noises. I don't even know why we're telling Norseman to fuck himself, but go ahead and
Yeah.
fuck yourself, Norseman.
Go fuck yourself, Norse. No, I love you, Norse. You're the best.
He came back from nowhere just to talk shit on
I know
the
we
show.
love you.
I love it.
We love you, Norse.
Okay, so any fucking last words because we got to go.
Yes, I do.
Do it.
Thank everyone from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Don't give your seed phrases out.
Yeah,
Never.
don't
Stay
do that
safe.
ever again.
Not,
You know what I am?
nothing will. They will never see the light of day except to add more to it.
Yep. You know what I am? I'm a soldier.
I am a soldier in the army of my God. The Lord Jesus Christ is my commanding officer. The Holy Bible is my code of conduct. Faith, prayer, and the Word are my weapons of warfare. I have been taught by the Holy Spirit, trained by experience, tried by adversity, and tested by fire. I am a volunteer in this army. I am enlisted for eternity. I will not get out, sell out, be talked out, or pushed out. I am a soldier. I am not a baby. I do not need to be pampered, petted, primed up, pumped up, picked up, or pepped up. Because I am a soldier. No one has to call me, remind me, write me, visit me, entice me, or lure me, because I am a soldier. No one has to send me flowers, gifts, food, cards, candy, or give me handouts. I do not need to be cuddled, cradled, cared for, or catered to. I am committed. I am a soldier. I cannot be discouraged enough to turn me aside. I cannot lose enough to cause me to quit. I will win. I am more than a conqueror. I will always triumph. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthen me. Devils cannot defeat me. People cannot disillusion me. Weather cannot weary me. Sickness cannot stop me. Battles cannot beat me. Money cannot buy me. Governments cannot silence me. And hell cannot handle me. I am a soldier. Even death cannot destroy me. For when my commander calls me from this battlefield, he will promote me to captain and then allow me to rule with him. I am a soldier in the army. I am marching. I am claiming victory. I will not give up. I will not turn around. I am a soldier.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
Fuck crypto. You don't need the anxiety. Before you bought the bullshit fantasy coin, your life was good. But then you made some money and became greedy. Now the bullshit coin is fucked. And nobody can tell you when it is going to be unfucked. Even the motherfucker who convinced you to buy the bullshit coin, who told you that it is going to be the next big thing, that motherfucker is nowhere to be found. You are on your own. And all you can do is cry about it in the shower. And hope and believe that your bullshit coin will go up in price again. So that you can sell it and make some money and buy some more. And then get fucked all over again. That is crypto.
Flip that switch. We're coming for that top spot.